Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Hardin County Fair here in Kenton, Ohio. Michael Langer with Ashley Daly and Chris Santa Catarina is with us this evening behind the camera. Hello, guys.
Looks like we're all ready for the pose parade. So here is Doug Ballinger to introduce the first.
At Nelson Breidenbach, North Fork Stable. Number 1, Judge Me Again, the driver Clifton Bell. Number 2, Whiskey Hill, driven by Pierce Henry. Hank Levan drives the 3, Legendary L. Number 4 is Gorgeous Grace with Cam McCowan. 5, Dancing in My Sleep, Jason Beatty. Number 6 is Juicy Gossip Girl, Alex Hawk. Number 7, Rambled on Strawberry. Jeff Nicesonger in the sulky will be out shortly. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win Play Show, Quinella, Exacta, Trifecta, and Daily Double Wagering.
But we're the only game in town tonight.
We sure are. Got a 14 to bring you this evening. This is day 1 of 2 here at the Hardin County Fair. Looks like we've got 2-year-old fillies. Actually, it's all fillies this morning. Not this morning. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, isn't it?
That's okay. I know you've been traveling in the same time zone now for about a month and a half, but you've still been going border to border.
Cannot get it figured out. But still, 14 races total. I think we've got a couple of free-for-all paces as well as a free-for-all trot and the fillies to look at. First up in this first race is the 3-year-old filly pacer, $7,219 on the line, a full field of 7. We do score 6 wide here, so
awesome.
The 7 will start from the second tier. On the rail, Clifton Bell for Chris Beaver, Judge Me Again. This is a Western vintage filly. We have Chris Beaver training a pacer there.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. 15 seasonal starts, 3 wins, 6 seconds, and 2 third-place finishes, $45,000 made. This one races a little bit at the county fairs as well as stepping up into the Buckeye Stallion Series. 2 back at Northfield in that BSS leg, was second by a couple of lengths. 155-2 final quarter there, 28-3. However, I want to go even further back than that. She was a winner at Scioto the end of July in 151-4.
Number 2 is Whiskey Hill, Pierce Henry on the bike for Robert Brooks. This is a Racing Hill filly from the Woodstock mare, Connie's Desire. Robert Brooks owns as well. 19 starts so far this year, 2 wins, a second, 2 thirds, just under $15,000 in earnings, an impressive mark of 56-2 at Northfield, and this one is a homebred. Nothing but checks in the 8 starts showing on the program here, but they're all 4th and 5th except for 1 third. But has been racing very consistently and earning some pretty good money.
I think we're going to move pretty quickly behind the gate here. So our 3-horse Legendary L, Hank Levan, trains and drives this bit of a legend, looking to go 3 in a row. Another one that stepped it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series. 3 back at Northfield, was 3rd there in 153-3, final quarter 27-4, 19 seasonal starts, 12 wins, and $58,000 made.
The 4 is Gorgeous Grace. Cam McCown for Ed Bibler. Elizabeth Quintance is the owner. This is an Gorgeous filly by the I Am a Fool mare, Blue Ridge Porcina. 4 starts this year and 2 third-place finishes, just $1,200 in earnings so far.
The 5-horse, Dancing in My Sleep, Jason Beatty for Scott Ferguson. This is a Dancing Yankee. Went wire to, well, almost wire to wire. 3 back at Greenville.
The 6, Juicy Gossip Girl, Alex Hawk for Brian Georges, Brian Coster, a Western Vintage filly. 20 starts this year, looking for her first win, 2 seconds, 5 thirds.
And rounding out the field from the second tier is our 7-horse, Ramble on Strawberry, Jeff Nicesonger now up for Dan O'Mara. This is a well-said filly. Last go out was at Greenville, had a 3rd-place finish there in 2:03-1. 9 seasonal starts, still looking to break the maiden, though. $1,600 made for Ramble on Strawberry. There is your full field of 7 horses.
Love it. Beautiful setting here in Kenton. If you're not familiar with it, it is a wide open track. There's no obstacles for anybody in the grandstand to see anything. It's about 80 degrees with a light breeze. Couldn't ask for a better night of racing. We send it up to Doug Ballinger. The horses are in the stretch. Welcome to the OHHA dog.
The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're off and pacing. That's Legendary Al going right to the front. Judge Me Again from the inside. Whiskey Hill takes a tuck, races third. Juicy Gossip Girl well placed fourth. Into the turn fifth is Dancing in My Sleep. Racing sixth is Rambling on Strawber. Trailing upfield, Gorgeous Grace. Straight alignment down the backside. They follow the lead of Legendary Al and Hank Levan. Judge Me Again, nose to helmet, gets the two-hole trip. Racing third, Whiskey Hill. Racing fourth, Juicy Gossip Girl. Dancing in My Sleep is fifth. Second to last is Ramble on Strawber, and trailing the field, Gorgeous Grace. Opening quarter is paced in 29 2/5. Round the turn to the 3/8 they go. On top of the field and showing away, Legendary L. Second is Judge Me Again. Racing third, Whiskey Hill. Juicy Gossip Girl pacing fourth. Moving to the outside, Dancing in My Sleep. Gorgeous Grace is second to last, and seventh and last, Ramble on Strawber. Coming on over to the half. First up and on the move, Dancing in My Sleep. Now fourth, now third on the outside. Legendary L has him halfway home in 59 3/5. Judge Me Again, locked in second. The outside, Dancing in My Sleep. The inside, Whiskey Hill will need room fourth. Racing fifth. Down the backside, Juicy Gossip Girl. Sixth is Gorgeous Grace, trailing the field. Ramble on Strawber. Down the backside, Legendary L will guide the fillies at the three-quarter mark. Judge Me Again on the outside. Dancing in My Sleep. Right there, fourth, Whiskey Hill at the three-quarters, 128 3. Into the turn, Juicy Gossip Girl fifth. Little better than an eighth of a mile. Legendary L. Hank Levan got every call. Up the inside, Judge Me Again will shake loose. The inside, Whiskey Hill. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. They're all chasing Legendary L and Hank Levan. Coming to the line, Legendary L. Hank Levan take the first division of the 3-year-old filly pace. Judge Me Again, second, home third, Whiskey Hill. 157 4.
Woo!
Very nice mile to open us up here tonight. 157 4 for that first division of sophomore filly pacers. There were some heavy hitters in there, to say the least, right? I mean, whew.
Yeah, I know the one was 11 out of 15 coming into the race. First, second, and third, and Hank, of course, was 14 out of 19. So, yeah, some pretty good moves there. The 5, Dancing in My Sleep, tried to get out and pulled a little bit early, possibly, for being in the hole where she was, but made a run at it. But Legendary L, tough again. That's 4 wins in the last 5 races and 13 out of 20 on the year. Earnings down, going to go up to over $62,000.
So I think it's unofficial 3-1-2-5 across the wire. Hank Levan really there was wire to wire, right?
Yeah, totally. And no surprise to anybody in the grandstand. Hank
Right.
went off as the 1-5 favorite, and the one horse was the second choice at 5-2.
And those quarters weren't slow by any means.
No.
Hank just put her into position very early on, knew what kind of trip that he wanted to give her, and got it done.
Yeah, the ratings have been really good by these horses on the front end over the last few fairs. Last half here in 58-2 after a 59-2 first half. So congrats to the Levan Stables, Demofall Racing, and Megan Levan. Nice win.
3 in a row.
Bit of a legend filly, 3 in a row. Go ahead, say it.
In Ohio.
Atta girl. You know what that means, right?
I don't know. What does
We're
that mean?
15 days from Little Brown Jug.
I'm getting nervous. Don't say it out
I'm
loud.
not.
Well, because you don't have to do the job we do. Here's Hank back into the winner's circle.
Into the winner's circle. You went to the first race. Alco Racing Association 3-year-old filly pace, the first division, for $7,219. This race in memory of Pat and Nelson Breinbaugh.
I'm up
North
60
Fork
cents.
Stables. Number 3,
All right.
Legendary L. Her third in a row. Her 13th
You can't
of
even
the
buy a
season.
pack of gum.
Her 17th career win. She's a 3-year-old bay filly, but a bit of a legend out of the Western Ideal mare. Albitsi, Hanover. She's owned by the Levan Stables, Dharma Fall Racing, and Megan Levan of Ohio. She's trained and driven to victory by Hank Levan, pacing a mile, 157 4/5. Like it in memory of Pat and Nelson Breidenbaugh, Norfolk Stables. Results are official. Number 1, Judge Me Again, 2. Number 2, Whiskey Hill, 3. 3, Legendary L, the winner. 4, Gorgeous Grace, 6. Number 5, Dancing in My Sleep, 4. 6, Juicy Gossip Girl, 5. Number 7, Ramble on Strawberry, finished 7th. 157 and 4. 29 and 2. 59 and 3. 128 and 3. 2, 3, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7 on the bottom. Second race coming up in about 12 minutes. You'll have Win Place Show, Quinella Exacta, and Trifecta Wagering. Number 3, LT by a Nose, will be driven by Pierce Henry. Pierce Henry drives a 3, LT by a Nose. Number 6, Mouse on the Hill. Change the driver to Roy Wilson. Roy Wilson will drive number 6, Mouse on the Hill, in the second. Those windows are open for wagering on the second race.
So what did you think when you looked at the program for the first time and saw that Dexter Dunn was scheduled to drive LT by a Nose? I think
Definitely an online
I think Jessica
entry there.
Smith might have been messing with us just a little bit on that one. The 3-year-old filly Trot is next with a purse of $7,016. We're at the Hardin County Fair in beautiful Kenton, Ohio. It's a gorgeous night. If you're in the neighborhood, come on down. We've got 14 races. We'll probably be here till about 9:30 or so this evening. And if you're watching at home, thanks for being with us. We will be back for the second after these messages.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Wallner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
A beautiful evening here in Hardin County in Kenton, Ohio. Next up, race number 2. Going to stick with those sophomores. Now we're going to go over to our filly trotters. I think we actually do have a couple out already. We have some nice full fields here.
Yeah, we really do. And in this race in particular, we've got 3 really strong horses. The 3, 4, and the 5 horse that will be introduced to you shortly are a combined 34 out of about 50 first, second, or third place finishes this year. So there's a lot of races like that on the program tonight that look overly competitive. I think it's going to be fun. If we take a look at the overall for the evening, we have 88 horses racing this evening, or scheduled to race. I do have a couple of scratches that we'll get to as we get to those races. 47 trainers, 31 different drivers. Leading assignments for the drivers, Jason Beattie is listed on 8 horses, as is Hank Levan. Jeff Neisinger is listed on 9 on the training side. Hank Levan has 9. Courtney Macon is somebody I am not familiar with, has 6. Mike Plahamus has 4, and a bunch of other people have 3, including Ashley's mother, Kimberly Daly. Good luck to that team tonight.
Thank you very much. Thinking of good luck, my uncle's here tonight. My uncle Randy, one of my mom's brothers, and he's helping her out tonight. And he said, "Hey, did you see the draw for Saturday?" Of course, Saturday is a huge night for Scioto Downs. We've got the Charlie Hill, has some monsters, and the Ewart stacked beyond belief, right? And then race number 15 is our 2-year-old Colt Pace, that we drew into.
Oh,
and
awesome.
my uncle looked at me. He said, "That's the final." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Did you see all those horses in there?" He said, "That's the final."
It's going to be the same.
Oh, it is going to be
it?
a monster of a race. It really is.
I have, I think, McConnellsville on Saturday, but I'm going to make it Scioto Saturday night.
Here is our post parade, race number 2. Doug Ballinger to introduce you.
Horses are on the track for the second race. 3-year-old filly trot, $7,016. Quest Federal Credit Union blanket. Field is 7. Number 1, Country Diamond Girl. Jeff Neisinger driving. Number 2 is Long Leg Sally, driven by Jason Beattie. 3, LT by a Nose. Pierce Henry drives. Number 4, Strike a Pose with Emmanuel Miller. 5, Annie L. Hank Levan. Number 6 is Mouse on the Hill with Roy Wilson. A second-tier start for the 7, Miss Big Gal. David Justice in her sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place show. Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta wagering on the second. Will be at the gate in 3 minutes.
You know, it's funny. I keep all of the programs until the season's over, just in case there's anything I want to look back and see with the fairs that I've covered. But it's so funny now. I'm looking at this race. So we joked a minute ago about the fact that Jessica Smith had listed Dexter Dunn to drive tonight. And obviously that was not the case. Originally it was going to be King Kaufman, and then it changed again to Pierce. So now I've got Dexter crossed off and Pierce next to it, and I had to say to myself, that's not Ronnie Pierce. It's not Dexter Dunn, and it's not Ronnie Pierce. It's Pierce Henry. We had the introduction from Doug for the horses here. Again, this is a 3-year-old filly trot, $7,000 purse. From the rail out, number 1 is Country Diamond Girl with Jeff Neisinger. Melvin Schmucker trains and owns. With the Hill filly from the ABC Garland mare, Diamond Dagger. Still looking for her first win of the season to go along with 1 second, 2 third-place finishes, and about $6,000 in earnings. A 3rd last week out of Findlay, a 4th previous to that at Lima. Was down racing in the Wildcat Series at the Red Mile. Totally overmatched there, even with David Miller on the bike that day. And it's just been kind of steady, picking up some checks along the way.
David Meyer trains the 2, Long Leg Sally. Jason Beattie slated to drive. This is a Team 6 filly out of a Cash Hall mare owned by Dave and Kelly Meyer of Versailles. 10 seasonal starts with a single win. That did come about 6 weeks back up at Sydney. Went wire to wire there, won by over 5 lengths in 2:03 flat. Has hit the board an additional 3 times this year. $10,000 made, and that win at Sydney was a lifetime mark.
Number 3, LT by a Nose, Pierce Henry for Jessica Smith. Madison Smith is the owner out of Xenia, along Tom filly from the Valley Victor Male Smith Hall. 22 starts this year. Fastest winning time of the horses in this race, a 157 and a piece mile at Scioto. Has made $23,000 in earnings off of 2 firsts, 4 seconds, and 5 thirds. And with the exception of 2 cards out of the 8 races shown on the program page, this one has been 1st, 2nd, or 3rd every time.
Our 4-horse currently sitting as the 4-5 favorite for good reason. Strike a Pose, Manny Miller for Rory Moore. This is a muscle up the goal. Let me tell you about the last 2 months of this horse's season. Win second, win second, win, win, win. We're looking to go 4 in a row here today. 10 seasonal starts, 7 wins, over $30,000 made.
Number 5, Annie L. Hank Levan drives, trains, Levan Stables, Megan and Heidi Ratliff for the owners here, along Tom filly from the Prego and Lemmermail, Pandora AS. 21 starts, 14 times in the money, $34,000 in earnings.
Roy Wilson on the 6, Mouse on the Hill for April Roach. This was a What the Hill owned by Hunter Daly of Kentucky. Last win and the only seasonal win was at Sydney in 206-2.
And the 7 is Miss Big Gal, David Justice for Randy Rank, a Mr. Anson filly out of Towner's Big Guy mare. 8 starts, looking for her first or second or third place finish. Let's go to Doug for the call of the second.
The rough and trotting going right out to the front. Strike a pose and Manny Miller on the outside. Long Leg Sally up the inside. Country Diamond Girl protects that inside position. Racing third. Fourth on the outside. Annie L. She's looking for a seed. LT by a nose comes out in fifth. Second here start. Miss Big Gal second to last in the early trader. Mouse on the Hill up the backside. Straight alignment. They follow the lead of Strike a Pose and Manny Miller to the opening quarter. Country Diamond Girl right there second. 3 off the lead. Long Leg Sally racing fourth is Annie L. Trotting fifth is LT by a nose. Miss Big Gal is sixth. Opening quarter trotted 29-3, and Mouse on the Hill can see them all. Into the turn to the 3/8 they go with the lead. Strike a Pose. Manny Miller have the lead and have it by a length. Country Diamond Girl right there second. Long Leg Sally is third. Annie L fourth. Racing fifth. LT by a nose. Miss Big Gal sixth. Mouse on the Hill continues to trail the field. And first to move, Long Leg Sally. Jason Beatty out and on the move on the outside. They're now third and moving up, and that brings Annie L to the outside. She'll pick up the cover as they move into the turn. They're off a half and 101 and a fifth. Into the backside in the 5/8 mark with the lead. Strike a Pose. Country Diamond Girl second. Long Leg Sally is third. Racing fourth. Annie L racing fifth. It's LT by a nose. Sixth to the outside. Mouse on the Hill. Miss Big Gal trails the field. Across the backside they go. Annie L will tip 3 wide for Levan. She's now fourth. She's third on the outside. Strike a Pose with the lead. Long Leg Sally. Annie L. Country Diamond Girl. 3/4 in 131-1. Around the far turn, Strike a Pose has the lead by 2. Long Leg Sally, Annie L with every stride on the outside. Now third and closing, Country Diamond Girl. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Coming to the line, Strike a Pose. Long Leg Sally keeps on coming after that leader, but on the line, Strike a Pose. Long Leg Sally, Annie L, and Country Diamond Girl. Mile 201, 3/5.
What was that, 201 and 3/5?
Yeah, 201 and 3/5, and the track record for trotters here is 2 minutes.
And that's the all age, right?
Yeah, and these are 3-year-old fillies.
Right.
That's pretty impressive.
Very nice horses. Strike a Pose now 4 in a row, 11 seasonal tries, 8 wins. That's a nice one to have in the barn, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Front end speed's holding up so far.
It is so far, and again, good rating by the guys on that
Right.
front end. I mean, Manny ran the fractions here really well, 29-3. Slowed it down for a little bit of a rest, 101-1 at the half, and then the 32nd third quarter to 31-1, and came home in 30 2/5. So, pretty good job.
I want to give claps to Jason Beatty though in our 2-horse.
Oh, I know.
Long Leg
I know.
Sally,
Yeah,
one
hung
that
out
was
there a while.
and one that was really overlooked. I mean, she's done all right. She's hit the board a handful of times this year. Just $10,000 made compared to beside her was 22, 30, 34.
Right.
She's not been a bad filly, but if I was David Meyer, if I've been the owner, listen.
Pretty pleased
I
with
would
that.
be very happy
Yeah,
with her performance.
No question.
And 201 and 3, that's I mean, she has gone in 201 at some of the nicer tracks, but she put in a great effort. I thought there for a minute that she was going to get her.
Looked like it when she was getting between the 5/8 and the 3/4 pole. She closed up a little bit when the one faded back a little. She did definitely close that gap a little bit. And really great job for both of those guys that ended up first and second. Great driving there. Good horses.
We're already official, too. Look at us just steaming through them
Oh,
tonight.
boy.
Into the winner's circle for the second race, Ohio Colt Racing Association. 3-year-old filly paced the first division for $7,016. Here's the winner of the 4, Strike a Pose. She's a 3-year-old bay filly by Muscle Up the Goal out of the Perfectly mare. Perfect picture. Her 8th win of the season.
Made 240 on that one.
All right.
She's owned by Rory Moore, draft Grafton and
What'd you
Susan
do? A
Sands
try?
From,
I have-
Grafton, Ohio. Roy Moore trains.
Manny across the
She's
street.
Oh, okay.
and the driver, Manny Miller, 201 3/5. Like a by Quest Federal Credit Union. Here's where they finished. The 1 Country Diamond Girl 4. 2 Long Leg Sally 2. The 3 LT via Nose 5. 4 Strike opposed the winner. The 5 NEL 3. 6 Mouse on the Hill 7. And number 7 Miss Big Gal 6. 29 and 3 for the quarter. The half is trotted 101 and 1. 3/4 131 and 1. Winning time 201 3/5. 425 137 6 on the bottom. Third race is up next. It's up in about 12 minutes. 2-year-old filly trotters, first division. Field of 5. There are no changes. You'll have Win Play Show, Cornella, Exacta, and Trifecta on the 3rd. No changes in the 3rd.
Good evening to our friends watching from Urbana and Kenilworth, Ontario, and Toledo, and Wellington,
Is Amy Holler watching?
Byesville. I haven't seen Amy. Is it
Come
Amy
on,
a special day today?
It is. I was going to say she was messaging our group chat that she could not find our stream tonight. And so I think we should give it a shout out to Amy, shouldn't we?
Yes.
On her
let's do that.
special day.
You want to sing? Should we sing?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if she would appreciate that.
Happy birthday, Amy Holler.
Very happy birthday to Amy.
Hope you
Thanks
have
for all you do for all horsemen in Ohio, not just your up north guys, by all means. I know. I'm sure she's over it. She's been inundated with happy birthdays on Facebook, messages, you name it. She is well loved across Ohio.
Yes, she is, and well deserved to be well loved. So that was cool. Pretty good. 201 and a piece for 3-year-old filly trotters. When we come back for the 3rd, that's a 2-year-old filly trot race, the first division, with a purse of $3,800. We have 4 of those on the program for this evening, I believe. And we will introduce you to those fine fillies when we come back after these messages.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit ohha.com or call 614-221-3650.
Why not? We're back. Get your program pages together there, Ashley.
We're kind of in a wind tunnel. I keep losing everything. I was trying to eat dinner, and I don't know what's going on, and I never do. People hear me enough. They know that I never know what's going on. This is a nice little track, though, shaping up to already show us some nice miles this evening.
Absolutely, and I really love the openness of it. You know, we are victimized sometimes by bleachers, grandstands, demolition derbies, high-rise tractors, and lots of things that block our view. The only thing on the backstretch here is a cornfield, and it really helps make it special place. Let's go to Doug Ballinger for the post parade.
On the track for the third race. First Division Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly trot for $3,814. Like by HSLC. These are the horses. Number 1, Creatine Doll, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 2 is Ready 2, the driver Sandy Beatty. Here's the 3, Sizzling Marcy, with driver Jason Beatty. Number 4, Tango L, driven by Hank Levan. Number 5, French Mocha, Kenneth Hurst in her sulky. Also take one score and go to the gate. Win, play, show, Quinella. Exacta, trifecta wagering. Post time in 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
If you are in the fairgrounds and you're looking for a little something, I'm having like the most amazing cinnamon toasted cashew nuts over here.
Thanks for letting us know.
I'm doing my best not to eat them when the mic is open because they're crunching so much.
We are moving right along. I can't believe it.
6:30.
Hopefully
our third
we're going
race.
to knock on wood that we're sitting on right now. But 2-year-old filly trotters, the first division up next. $3,814 on the line. A field of 5. If you're following along with the program, we have no changes. That doesn't happen too often at the county fairs. The 1-horse Creatine Doll, Jeff Nicesonger for Mark Winters. This is a roan creatine. 2 back was a winner wire to wire at Lima in 2:08 flat, but shows significant, pretty fast in her other races there. She's won half of her 10 lifetime starts, has hit the board an additional 4 times, almost $21,000 made. Originally a purchase of $4,000.
Number 2 is Ready 2. Hugh Beatty on the bike and trains. Robert Sheritz, the owner out of Columbus Grove, a Ready for Money filly from the Explosive Matter mare, sent to ballet. 5 starts this year. Very impressive. 3 wins, 2 seconds out of those 5 starts. Has the fastest winning time out of the horses in the race at 1:58 at Scioto. Had a 59-2 in the Buckeye Stallion Series, parked out the middle half at Northfield last week, and has made $25,000 so far this year.
Brian Georges is going to send out the 3, Sizzlin' Marcy, Jason Beatty on this Marseille filly, owned by Mary Ann and Brian Georges of Wilmington, out of a Chip Chip Hooray mare, Sizzlin' Chips. 9 lifetime starts, has hit the board 7 times, likes to be second. Has had a single win, but 5 seconds so far to date, and last time hit the board was last week at Findlay. Had a second there in 2:07-2, $10,000 made. This was a homebred for the Georges.
Number 4, Tango L. Hank Levan trains, drives, Levan Stables. Our winner, owners, Ready for Money filly from a Trixton mare. 14 starts this year, 10 out of 14 in the money. 2:04-4, best time at Greenville, and 10 out of 14 in the money so far. This one was bred here in Ohio by Stephen Miller.
French Mocha's going to round out the field in the 5th post position. Kenny Hurst trains, drives, and leases this Marseille filly. 9 lifetime starts. She's hit the board once with a single 3rd place finish, but has still made $3,600. When Kenny started driving her, she seemed to come around. He also, at the same time, threw some trot and hobbles on her. That helped quite a bit. But last go was not as pretty. I think I did watch her up there at Findlay. Had some stuff going on, so hopefully she's back to her old self there. Because really, I think this filly could be a nice one when things start clicking for her. If you watch her close enough, I think that she wants to trot, but she's got to figure it out.
Yeah.
And she was originally a $3,500 purchase out of the Buckeye.
Coolest thing here are these first 4 horses in this race. Out of the 24 and 5, out of the 29 starts on here, there's 1 5th place finish. The rest of them were all 1st, 2nd, 3rds, or 4th. So a lot of money. This one should be highly competitive. The current favorite on the tote board is the 2, who's a heavy favorite at 1-5.
I can't believe the 3 horse is sitting at 13-1.
13-1, I know. Up to Doug Ballinger for the call of this evening's 3rd race.
They're off and trotting. Sizzling Marcy along with Creatine Doll going right to the front. Ready to comes out in third. Tango L will find the spot fourth. The early trader French Mocha into the opening turn. The battle's on the front end. The inside, Creatine Doll doesn't want to give it up. Hung on the outside, going the long mile. Sizzling Marcy, stride for stride, down the backside. Third is Ready to racing fourth. Tango L and treading the field, French Mocha backing off and taking a seat will be Sizzling Marcy. The early battle won by Nicehonger and Creatine Doll. Sizzling Marcy second, 29 and 4 for the opener. Into the turn third, Ready to. Tango L races fourth. French Mocha can see them all. Trotting by the opening quarter, Creatine Doll shows the way. Sizzling Marcy is on the gallop and on stride. Ready to moves through second. Tango L is third. Racing fourth is French Mocha trailing a field. Off stride, Sizzling Marcy, they're halfway home. Creatine Doll has a length and a half lead over Ready to. Tango L is third. French Mocha fourth. Sizzling Marcy fifth. Off the half in 102 to the 5/8 they trot. Creatine Doll by a length. Second is Ready to. Third, Tango L. Racing fourth is French Mocha trailing a field. Sizzling Marcy across the backside for the final time. Creatine Doll has the lead by a length. Here comes Ready to, popping the pocket and coming on. Moving to the outside, Tango L third. Racing fourth is French Mocha. Sizzling Marcy trails the field at the 3/4 mark. They're into the far turn. Off 3/4, 133 and 3. They're matching strides. Creatine Doll the inside. On the outside, Ready to. 3 wide is Tango L. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Ready to has the lead. Creatine Doll, Tango L inside the final 16th. Coming to the line, Ready to, battling back, Creatine Doll, but on the line, Sandy Beatty, Ready to, Creatine Doll, Tango L. The mile, 2:03, 3/5.
Hero Philly Trotters.
2:03 and 3/5 there. We go 2:14 unofficial. Opening quarter was Creatine Doll and Sizzling Marcy, 29 and 4. I'm going to wrap it up here and say Sandy Beatty just drove the better mile with that 2-horse, right?
Yeah.
Let them battle it out.
Yeah, yeah. Just sit back and let those two go do their thing, and yeah.
Did you put your one across the board?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to get my $6 back.
Not at 1 to 5.
Not 1 to 5, but I'm up $2.40 in the first 2 races. So
well, first 2.
I
We
don't
got
wanna
plenty
lose
more to
than
go,
that.
don't
Right.
we?
Yep, plenty more.
For Ready to, this Black Filly by Ready for Money, that is the 4th lifetime victory in just 6 starts. She really does no wrong, does she?
Yeah, I mean, this one has just been, pretty much perfect. Second, first, every start. Like you said, 4 wins and 6 starts. Didn't get much better than that for 2-year-old filly. Was a $22,000 purchase and had made that money back after 5 starts.
Say our purses aren't huge tonight because I cannot believe how many divisions we're
Yeah.
still having because
Yep.
there's so many fairs going on, especially this week, right?
Yep.
But we have 14 total to bring in what now? Our fillies going to break up into 3 divisions of these alone. And usually our 2-year-old filly trotters are not
1 or 2.
right.
Yeah. We mentioned earlier we are the only fair racing in the state today and tomorrow. 14 races today, 9 races tomorrow.
Sandy Beatty coming back into the winner's circle, winning trainer and driver in this one.
Ready to, number 2. Can't believe he's almost 70 years old.
Sandy?
Yeah.
In the third, first division, 2-year-old filly trot. Number 2, Ready to. Sandy Beatty trains and drives 2-year-old black filly Ready for Money. Out of the explosive matter mare, Centabelle. 4th of the season, Robert Sherritts of Columbus Grove, Ohio owns. The mile, 2:03, 3/5. Like it by HSLC. Here's where they finished the third. Number 1, Creatine Doll, 2. Number 2, Ready to, the winner. Number 3, Sizzling Marcy, 4. 4 Tango L3 and number 5 French Mocha 5. 203 3/5. 29 and 4. 102, 133 and 3. Rechecking 214, 3, 5 on the bottom.
Now we are.
Fourth race up next is coming up in about 12 minutes.
Do we have any changes in the fourth? Maybe I
Field
should
of
have
6, no
not
changes
jumped.
when place show.
No changes.
No.
Wow,
No.
2 races
No.
in a row with
No
no
changes. Yep.
We should go play the Powerball, shouldn't we?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah, it's $1.3 billion.
Should I? Does that mean I need to go stop on the way home? When
Is
do
that-
they
I'll
draw
sell
it?
you. I'll sell you half of mine for 20.
That's tonight, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not much of a gambler.
You know what? I bought 2 tickets in 2 different places up here in the country. One in Mount Victory and one here in Kenton. So we'll take our chances.
What
I
time
don't
do they draw
usually
it?
do it. I think it's late, like 11 o'clock or
Gotcha.
so.
So I have time. That's what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
you'll be good when you come
Don't
out
be
here.
shut out.
No,
You get
don't
cut
be
off an
shut
hour
out.
before, though.
Oh, is that right?
We'll be out of here.
Yeah,
It'll
it
be
should
all right.
be okay. Should be okay. We got 3 races complete in 40 minutes. Doug is on a tear.
It might be our judges, not even Doug.
Oh, it could very well be.
We appreciate it, though. We're having still some great races.
Great
And
racing.
I'm sure the crowd can appreciate, too, that they're not
The
sitting,
pace.
20 minutes between each one. And
100%.
race number 4 up next, a field of 6 with no changes if you're following along with the program. First division of our freshman Philly Pacers up next. Join us after we thank our sponsors.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Thanks for joining us here already on race 4 at the Hardin County Fair. Michael, did you see a question?
I saw a question. Is there pari-mutuel wagering at McConnellsville, which is our fair on Saturday this weekend? And
Friday
we
and
are.
Saturday, right? Two cards?
Is it 2 cards?
Yes.
Yes.
1 p.m. both days, Friday and Saturday this weekend. I am just referencing my Huffs guide here. Usually in our Huffs, if we do not have pari-mutuel wagering at a fair, it will list no pari-mutuel wagering. Doesn't always say like if there is. We just say, no, there will
If
not
there's
be.
not,
There is
right.
nothing in McConnellsville in their conditions and information. So I want to say yes, there is
60-40,
wagering.
yes. Go with that. 60-40.
60-40.
Better than 50-50 chance based on its absence of the
There's
disclaimer.
always a 50-50 chance.
Yep, 100%. So there's your answer, Cindy. Thanks for asking. I'll be down there.
Ooh, our mics are picking up quite a bit of wind,
Quite
aren't
a
they?
bit.
It really is a beautiful night, though, especially with the sun kind of tucked behind some clouds. Hopefully that means for fast conditions, right?
Yeah.
Putting a lot of water on the track here. They're doing a great job. Very tentative about it. There is
They are moving along.
our bugle. Post parade of the 4th race. Freshman Philly Pacers, First Division, $5,207.
Horses are on the track. 4th race. First Division Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old Philly Pace for $5,207. Sponsored by the Hardin County Commissioners. Field of 6. Number 1, Twin B Malibu, driven by Jason Beatty. Number 2, Lady Stark. Bo Brown will be out shortly. 3 is Dragon Cruise, driven by Cameron McCown. Number 4, Lover's Waltz. Pierce Henry up. 5, It's Not Your Turn with Andre Nard. And rounding out the field, number 6, Noble Request. Sean Parker the second in her sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Win place show Quinella. Exact a trifecta wagering on the 4th. Be at the gate in about 3 minutes.
Field of 6. We're going to have a full gate for this one. Freshman Philly Pacers on the rail. Ryan Miller and Jason Beatty going to team up. Twin B Malibu. This is a down by the seaside filly out of a Western Ideal mare. 6 lifetime starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, and 1 third place finish. That win came last time out at Findlay. That's where she broke her maiden in 2:02.2. Time before that, though, she was at Scioto Downs at a 2-year-old fillies and mares non-winners of 1. Just missed a check because she drew on the outside. She drew the 9 hole, won't hold that against her,
Nope.
but still paced her mile in 1:56.2. Final quarter there, 28.4, $6,600 made.
The Twin B, by the way, in the name there is due to the Twin Brook Limited, who are the big breeders up in Ontario, Canada, and the breeder of last year's Horse of the Year and Aged Mare of the Year, Twin B Joe Fresh. So Twin B Malibu was a $60,000 purchase at the Harrisburg sale. Expectations are pretty high on this one. Number 2 is Lady Stark. Bo Brown trains and drives for Miss Jennifer K. Brown, down by the Seaside filly out of a Big Bad John mare. Just had the 1 start last week at Richwood, and I think Bo's objective is just to get this one around the track safe from the 2nd lifetime start.
Dragon Cruise, Jessica and Cam McGowan. Talk about a team that we saw with a pretty exciting win over the weekend.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, we can talk about that momentarily, but first we'll talk about Dragon Cruise. This is a Fear of the Dragon filly. 7 lifetime starts, wants to break the maiden here today, but has hit the board additional 5 times. Last time out was 2nd in Mount Gilead. If I go a little bit further back, however, stepped it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series on July 14th up there at Northfield. Had a 3rd place finish and won 57-1. It actually does show a 54 and a piece mile earlier in the year as well.
Number 4, Lover's Waltz. Pierce Henry for Robert Brooks. Ivy Holdings at Apple Creek owns this Racing Hill filly from the Yankee Cruiser mare Sweetheart Dance. 12 starts this year, a win, 5 seconds, 2 thirds, $13,000 in earnings, and bred right here in Ohio.
It's Nacho Turn. Andre Nard for Todd Luther. This is a summa cum laude owned by Greg Luther Racing of Blacklick, Ohio. 11 lifetime starts. 7 of those have been victories. Coming right off of a win at Findlay. Had some and had an interference break, unfortunately, the time before that at Greenville in the partial. But was on a little bit of a streak.
Yeah.
In August there. Still $22,000 made, originally a $30,000 purchase out of the Ohio Select. Has a lifetime mark at the Meadows and won 56-2.
And number 6 is Noble Request. Sean Barker the second in the bike for Brian Roebuck, who trains and owns a Ponderosa filly out of a Noble Land Sand mare. 11 starts this year. Pretty impressive. 15,000 in earnings. A mark at 201-2 at Hilliard. 1 win, 5 seconds, 2 thirds. Marvin Rayburn, Ohio, bred this one. And 8 out of 11 in the money, as is the 5. The 4 is 8 out of 12. The 3 is 5 out of 7. So that's 29 out of about 40 first, second, or third place finishes. We expect these 2-year-old filly pacers to be very competitive, and Doug Ballinger will call the race for us. They're in the far turn and headed for the stretch. Got a little breeze going in their faces in the home stretch, so see if that slows down the time as we go.
Here they come. They were off in true pacing. That's Twin Bee Malibu going for the lead. Dragon Cruise between horses. Racing up the inside. It's Nacho Turn on the outside. Lovers Waltz. Noble Request fifth and trailing the field. Lady Stark at the opening 8. Twin Bee Malibu. Jason Beatty have the lead. Abbott by a leg. Dragon Cruise right there second. We'll get that 2-hole trip. Lovers Waltz is third. 2 back to It's Nacho Turn fourth. Following Nacho Turn up the backside is Noble Request. And Lady Stark can see them all. She's 8 from the front. They're at the opening quarter. Twin Bee Malibu, Jason Beatty have the fillies by that mark. 29 and a fifth. Dragon Cruise right there second. Lovers Waltz racing third. It's Nacho Turn racing fourth. Noble Request is fifth. Sixth and last. Lady Stark straight alignment. No movement as yet to go after the leader. Twin Bee Malibu as they pass the stand for the first time. Dragon Cruise right there second. Out and on the move. First to move. It's Nacho Turn and Andre Nard. And that will bring Noble Request and Barker to the outside to pick up the cover. Lovers Waltz to the inside. Trailing the field, Lady Stark. Halfway home in a minute. To the 5/8 they go with the lead. Twin Bee Malibu. Buried to the inside. Dragon Cruise. First up is It's Nacho Turn. In tow. Noble Request to the inside. Lovers Waltz. And trailing the field is Lady Stark. Across the backside of the 3/4 they go. Still there on the front end. Twin Bee Malibu. It's Nacho Turn. These two are stride for stride as they move into the far turn. Dragon's Cruise moving to the outside. Noble Request at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:30. Around the far turn with an 1/8 of a mile to pace. Twin Bee Malibu battles back in the inside. It's Nacho Turn. Noble Request the outside. Dragon Cruise fourth. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Twin Bee Malibu, but on the outside, It's Nacho Turn. Won't give it up, but on the inside, Twin Bee Malibu. It's Nacho Turn. Noble Request home third. 1:59 and 2.
Nice.
59 and 2. Wow.
Yeah, 1:59 and 2 to open up that first division of these filly pacers.
Should be 129 and 1.
129 and 1. Whew, Twin Bee Malibu. That was the front end speed is the key tonight, isn't it?
No question.
Lord, Twin Bee Malibu. That is a second win in a row, second lifetime victory. I thought there for a minute on the backside, Jason started to drive on her, and our 5-horse I thought had plenty of horse left.
Yep.
But she dug in, showed some grit.
Yep.
She really did.
100%. Yeah. And that's what they paid for. I mean, that's breeding down by the Seaside filly from Western Ideal Mare.
Official 156 is unofficial.
Is a pretty good mix. And showed it there with some really good class. 2 out of 7 wins now, 5 out of 7 in the money. And off of this little purse, that's still going to take earnings up over $9,000 in the first 7 lifetime starts, and that's a good number. Yeah, Mark McDonald is here, and that's something.
Back in front of the stand, you win in the 4th race.
Winner's
The first division of the High Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly pace for $5,207. Number 1, Twin Bee Malibu. She's a 2-year-old bay filly, but down with the Seaside out of the Western Ideal Mare. Paisley Hanover, her second
race
win
3,
of the season.
$2 across on
She's
the
on the
one.
Miller Racing Stable.
That's all right.
I'll take it.
Jay
Yeah.
Mackey, W. Rufinak of Archbold, Ohio. Ryan Miller trained. She's driven to victory by Jason Beatty. Pacing a mile 1:59 2/5. It's a lifetime mark for Twin Bee Malibu as she takes the first division of the 2-year-old filly pace, blanket by Hardin County Commissioners. Here's where they finished. Number 1, Twin Bee Malibu, the winner. 2, Lady Stark 6, the 3, Dragon Cruise 4. 4, Lovers Waltz 5, 5, It's Nacho Turn 2. Number 6, Noble Request 3. Winning time 1:59 and 2. Fractional times at 29 and 1. The half 1 minute, 3/4 129 and 1. 164, 5, 2, 3 on the bottom. Fifth race up next. It's up in about 12 minutes. Win Place Show, Quinella Exacta Trifecta. 3 Mary Jerry, make the driver Jason Beatty. Jason Beatty will drive the 3 Mary Jerry. Emmanuel Miller will drive the 6 Luck Be With Alex. Emmanuel Miller driving the 6 Luck Be With Alex. We're going to scratch the 8 Fearlicious. Scratch the 8 Fearlicious. Jason Beatty the 3, Emmanuel Miller the 6.
Fifth race is going to be the first division of the free-for-all pace. Now scratched down to 7, but that is still a very full gate
field.
And a trailer,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
So it's going to be hopefully a nice one.
Yeah, I think this one is setting up good. The free-for-all paces are always entertaining, and in this one in particular, horses that are participating have earned somewhere around $750,000 or $800,000 in their careers, and we will introduce you to them when we come back for the 5th. You're watching live harness racing from the Hardin County Fair in the town of Kenton, Ohio, on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night for horse racing. We'll be back after these messages.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, Jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the Cool Winds of November.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at Ohio.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Me?
You?
Okey-dokey. Free for All Pace coming up next, sponsored by the Kenton Moose Family Center, number 428. The Free for Alls have low purses, and I've said this early in the year. I don't remember if I've mentioned it lately, but the horses that are participating in these races, these Free for All races, yeah, they'd like to win, they like the money, but they're also just entering in here because it's a free-for-all. You know, it's just wide open. Anybody can participate. And, you know, we had a full schedule field of 8 before we lost Michelle's horse, the 8 horse there on the bottom. But there's quite a mix. Geldings, mares, good money makers. Of course, the one Pine Grove Racer that we'll introduce you to in a couple of minutes.
Well, we have a full field. Why don't we get started? Because we're going pretty quick behind the gate.
You want to?
Yeah, might as well, because I think we do have a few out.
Did Doug do post parade?
No, not yet. But just because we're going so quickly,
you want to get ahead of
and
it?
with a full field of 7, we
That's
probably
an interesting strategy.
probably
Ashley.
should.
Go ahead and start.
Okay.
Got it.
Thomas Litt. Is he going to drive? Yeah, we said we already got the changes. So Thomas Litt's going to train and drive the 1 Pine Grove Racer. This is a Racing Hill, 7 years old. 19 seasonal starts, still looking for the first victory on the year. However, has hit the board with 2 seconds and 1 third-place finish. Racing quite a bit over at Scioto Downs. Actually, coming back for the first time since
almost
June.
3 months.
Yeah, June 14th. He was racing basically in a 12-claimer over at Scioto Downs. Looks like he maybe got a little bit tired, I'd say, but going consistently in 52 earlier in the summer.
Yep, just a little overmatched apparently.
Yeah,
you know.
And $284,000 made lifetime for Pine Grove Racer, and he's got a mark at Scioto he took a couple years ago in 151 flat.
Okay, we got 1 in.
We did get 1 in.
On the track, 5th race, open pace, first division, $1,125. Kenton Moose Family Center, number 428, and these are the horses. Number 1, Pine Grove Racer with Thomas Litt. Number 2 is Undeterred with Hank Levan. Jason Beatty driving at 3, Mary Jerry. Number 4, Lady Holly with Cameron McCowan. 5, Devil's Brother, Sean Barker the 2nd. Number 6 is Luck Be with Alex with Emmanuel Miller. The 7, Rocket Dragon, Cameron McCowan in the sulky. Note the 4, Lady Holly. Make the driver Kane Kaufman. Kane Kaufman to drive number 4, Lady Holly.
So a late change there.
Yeah.
But we just introduced you to horse number 1.
The 2 is Undeterred, Hank Levan. Levan trains, Levan stables. Freese, R. Levan, share ownership. A Racing Hill mare out of the great Jate Lobel. 30 starts this year, 3 wins, 3 seconds, 6 thirds, a mark of 54 and 1. $16,000 in earnings this year, $60,000 lifetime, with really impressive 24 out of 53 for second or third and 53 lifetime starts.
Mary Jerry's going to lead from the 3rd post position. Jason Beatty for Kenny Hurst. This is a 5-year-old gelding by American Ideal. 24 seasonal starts with 4 wins and has hit the board an additional 6 times. Looking to go 3 in a row. Was a winner both in the Signature Series at Lima and Van Werton, and with some pretty good company, I'll say.
Yep.
2 back at Lima. He beat Big Booty Rudy, who doesn't need a whole lot of introduction and around Ohio in general. Was a winner there by just over a length in 156 and 1, final quarter 29 and 4. $30,000 made this year, almost $100,000 made lifetime.
Number 4 is Lady Holly, Kane Kaufman in the bike for Courtney Macon. Ryan Dickey out of Ada is the owner. This is a shadow play mare out of a no pan intended mare with 16 starts this year. Hasn't hit the winner's circle yet, 3 seconds and a 3rd place finish. This one was 6th last week at Scioto for a non-winners of 4. 8th place finish at Lima. Really looking to get into a better spot here, and this might be it coming to the free-for-all off of the Scioto track.
Our 5-horse Devil's Brother, 2 Barker in the bike for Dennis Query. Pam Query does own out of Springfield, Ohio. This is a 9-year-old gelding by Power of Art. Had just 1 start last year. Must have been shut down. 12 starts so far this season. Still looking for a victory, but has made $1,700 on the year. Last go at Scioto Downs is actually July 22nd in the Horse and Geldings on Winners of 1,000 in the last 4.
Yeah.
Ended up 3rd there in 154 and 1. Final quarter though, this thing can close 28 and 4.
Number 6, Luck Be with Alex. Manny Miller in the bike for Steve Ashby. Laura Anderson out of Canada, Pitt Meadows, British Columbia, owns this one. Luck Be With You gelding out of a short gesture mare. 8 starts this year, 1 win, 1 second, 1 third, $13,000 in earnings. Get an interesting mark of 155, and that's because this one had been racing at Yonkers Raceway in New York, got scratched out at Pocono back, and a last attempted start, which was way back on May 25th. So this one hasn't really raced since May 15th, but a mark of 153 and 2 at Yonkers in his last race is a pretty impressive time for that half-mile track.
Our 7-horse Rocket Dragon, Courtney Macon, Cam McGowan in the bike of this 5-year-old mare by Fear the Dragon out of a Rock and Roll Hanover mare. Looks like we had some issues last goes. Another one that's taken a little over a month off. Actually almost 2 months now, right?
Yeah.
July 16th was the last time we had I pulled up. We did DNF that one. But has been racing consistently at Scioto and the Fillies and Mares, not only as a 4 with a claiming tag. I mean, has showed a mile in 52 and 4.
I mean, look at the times that this one has been racing against. I mean, all 152s up and down the program. That is a tough class.
Right. Everything in Scioto is so tough right now.
Right.
This year has just been insane. But 15 starts on the season for Rocket Dragon. 2 victories and 2 third-place finishes. $15,000 made. Like we said, has gone the mile. We show a couple 52s, but the lifetime mark was set last year at Dayton in 154 and 3.
Starters call to the gate. Starters call.
We got 2 on the lawn and 4 on the dirt.
Looks like 2 Barkers wasn't even fully in his bike there. I don't know if we had an equipment change or not equipment change, but just a check.
Yeah, I think there might have been because they were starting to line up and then they backed off a little bit, but they are. Well, I see 5. Here comes up. And Manny, please get that horse on.
6 is ready to go, isn't he?
That's my horse. I need him. There we go. Oh, I don't know.
This horse, the Luckby with Alex. Wow, a lot of these horses have taken some time off, haven't they?
Yeah,
we have a couple that are
actually,
racing consistently,
1, 2,
but
3. There's like 4 of them that have been off. Well, the longest was the 6 was May, but yeah, I mean a lot of breaks here.
yeah, and the Luckby with Alex started under a different trainer in mid-May.
Joe Bongiorno.
Was driving, yep. Over in Yonkers.
Yeah.
It's bus time.
Here we go. Scratch down to a field of 7 for race number 5, the first division of our free-for-all pace from the Rail Out Pine Grove Racer, Undeterred, Mary Jerry, Lady Holly, Devil's Brother, Luckby with Alex, and Rocket Dragon. Remember, we score 6 wide, so that 7-horse will start from the second tier.
Should be a good one.
Free for all pacers are running behind the gate. The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Off stride the 7, Rocket Dragon. They're up then, pacing. That's Undeterred going right to the front. Up the inside, Pine Grove Racer. The outside, Mary Jerry is 3rd. Racing 4th is Lady Holly. 5th to the inside, Devil's Brother. 6th to the outside, Luckby with Alex. And the early trader is Rocket Dragon. On over to the opening 8 to go. Undeterred, Hank Levan lead the way. Pine Grove Racer will get that 2-hole trip. Mary Jerry following in 3rd. Lady Holly 4th. Racing 5th is Devil's Brother. 6th is Luckby Alex. And Rocket Dragon trails the field across the backside to the opening quarter. Undeterred has the lead to an opening quarter, and 29 and a 5th. Pine Grove Racer next. Mary Jerry racing 3rd. Racing 4th, Lady Holly. 5th is Devil's Brother. Racing 6, Rocket Dragon, and trailing the field. That's Luckby with Alex passing the stands first time. They come on over to the half. Undeterred has the lead by a length. Pine Grove Racer right there 2nd. Mary Jerry comes to the outside 3rd. Lady Holly is 4th. 5th is Devil's Brother. Racing 6th, Luckby with Alex, and Rocket Dragon trails the field off a half and 59 and 3. To the 5/8 they go. Off stride is Lady Holly. Down the backside with the lead, Undeterred by a length. Mary Jerry right there 2nd. Pine Grove Racer 3rd. Lady Holly the outside 4th. Devil's Brother up the inside 5th. Racing sixth is Rocket Dragon. Luckby with Alex trails the field. Across the backside they go. Undeterred and Hank Levan. Mary Jerry right there. Pine Grove Racer is third. Lady Holly on the outside. 3/4 in 1:28 and 3. Around the turn. Undeterred has the lead by a length. Mary Jerry second. Third Pine Grove Racer. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Undeterred. Mary Jerry coming after. Undeterred. Mary Jerry on the outside. Undeterred will hang on. Undeterred. Hank Levan gets his second on the card. Mary Jerry second. Home third. Lady Holly. The mile 1:58.
Man. 1:58 for Hank Levan's Undeterred.
It's already a double for Hank as a driver trainer. Mary Jerry tried to put it in, but I just ran out of racetrack.
Yeah, just not enough. Just not enough.
2, 3, 4 is unofficial.
Unofficial, we go 2, 3, 4, 5 across the wire. I did not get that half-mile time.
I didn't either. I got the quarter in the final.
Right.
You got the 3/4?
3/4, 1:28 and 3. Doug will, of course, always graciously give us our rundown.
So he came home in pretty good time there. Another good rating job on the front end, you know. And you're right, still, after 5 races, the front end is holding up.
You know, this isn't a poorly shaped track at all. Sometimes you'll see the front end speed when we've got, you know, those real long stretches and real tight turns where it is hard to overtake on a track shape like that. But this one's not. It's just really not a bad little track. There are a few year-round trainers here, not many. I couldn't even tell you exactly who is out of this barn.
I might have that sheet somewhere. Let me see. I remember pulling that out of a website or something early on in the year.
Is this a directory that you found?
Hey, you know what? I'm a very resourceful person.
Student driver. Owned by the Levan Stables, making Levan R3s and our Levan of Ohio. Hank Levan trains and drives the winner. 11th career win for Undeterred. Facing a mile 1:58. This race sponsored by Kenton Moose Family Center, number 428.
Rich was. You haven't seen this document?
I'm going to be honest. I think that's very old.
Results are official. Number 1, Pine Grove Racer 5.
Because if you got it off our site, it's old.
To Undeterred, the winner of the 3, Mary Jerry 2, 4, Lady Holly 3, 5, Devil's Brother 4, 6, Luckby with Alex did not finish, 7, Rocket Dragon did not finish, number 8, Fearlicious was scratched. The time 1:58, 29 and 1 for the quarter, 59 and 3, the half, 3/4, 1:28 and 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, DNF 8. Scratch on the bottom. 6th race is up next, field of 6. Note the 1 Pleasing L, no trotting hobbles. No trotting hobbles on the 1 Pleasing L. Number 2 Country Diamond Lady. Make the driver King Kaufman. Will drive number 2 Country Diamond Lady, the 3 Mystical Rita. The driver Jack Franklin. The 3 Mystical Rita.
Official and race number 5 now in the books. 2 returns, $19. Not a whole lot of respect put on our Hank Levan trainee there.
No, not enough.
Our winner pays 19. The try goes 2-3 off for 22.
Yeah. Welcome to the fairs.
Yeah.
The guys that had the exacta said, "Oh, you should have just added one more horse there."
Really?
Triple the money.
I think we had a couple horses DNF. I did not realize they went off the track because we did see them come in front of the grandstand. There wasn't an issue. I think that
I was hoping that they weren't going to try to finish.
There were just some braking issues pretty early on with our 6 and our 7, so I think that they both just walked off the track after the half.
Which was fine. Neither one of them looked like they actually belonged out there anyway with rough starts. 6th race is coming up next. It's the second division of the 2-year-old filly trot with a purse of $3,814. And we got a couple of good ones in here, including Randy Tharp's corporate CEO, who is 7 out of 7 in the money. Doug Ballinger will have the post parade for us, and we will introduce you in detail to these fine filly trotters when we come back after these messages.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. We're here to get you the right coverage: home, auto, business, and farm. CoverLink covers you, your family, and your business. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett in exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
We're back just in time for the post parade.
Right.
For the 6th race. 2-year-old filly trotters. This is the second
Horses
division.
are on the track for the
$3,800
sixth
purse.
race.
Let's go up to Doug.
Second division 2-year-old filly trot for $3,814. Blanket in memory of Jerry Cross, a field of 6. Number 1, Pleasing Now, the driver Louis LeVan. Number 2 is Country Diamond Lady with driver King Kaufman. Number 3, Mystical Rita, Jack Franklin up. Number 4, Corporate CEO, the driver Randy Tharps. Number 5 is Rumi, driven by Thomas Litt. And number 6, Can She Can, Jep Nicesonger in the sulky. Horse would take one score and go to the gate. Win place show, Quinell exacta trifecta wagering on the 6th. They'll be at the gate in about 3 minutes.
A field of 6 for the second division of our 2-year-old filly trotters, $3,814 on the rail. Pleasing L. This was a filly that came out very strong earlier in the year, and then since Urbana early August, she's just been having all kinds of issues. So they pulled out the big guns.
Yeah.
Louis Levan.
Louis Levan.
Dad, Louis Levan is going to drive now for son Hank, who trains this in-range filly. 12 starts on the year, 3 wins. And again, she just came out. She came out so nice. So hopefully they can figure her out again. $13,000 made originally a Buckeye Classic purchase of $7,500.
Number 2 is Country Diamond Lady. King Kaufman in the house tonight, driving for Melvin Schmucker. Trains and owns out of Okeechobee, Florida. A What the Hill filly from an ABC Garland mare. 9 starts this year. 2 wins, a second, a third. Leading money winner and fastest winning time out of the horses in this race with 2:03 and 1 time and $28,000 in earnings.
Mystical Rita is our 3-horse. My mom, Kim Daly, owns and trains. Jack Franklin is going to drive this creatine filly. 6 starts on the year. Still looking to break her main, but she's hit the board a couple of times. She had 2 third-place finishes at Urbana and Salina. She's one that actually earlier in the season we didn't even know if we wanted to start her as a 2-year-old.
Right.
And there she showed a little bit of promise about, I don't even know what month it is, about a month ago.
Yeah,
about a month ago, and then
yeah.
she's been making some odd breaks. We're going to put Jack back up on her again tonight. She's made about $1,800 so far this year.
The 4 is Corporate C, EOH. Randy Tharps trains, drives, and owns an Enterprise filly from a Muscles Yankees mare. 7 out of 7 in the money this year, $13,741 in earnings. In the market 204 and 4 at Urbana. Up and down the program in the last 6 starts, a second, a third, a first, a third, a first, and a second. All here on the fairgrounds from Greenville all the way down through Lebanon. So solid performance for this 2-year-old filly trotter season to date.
Thomas Litt trains and drives this long Tom filly, Rami. 3 lifetime starts, yet to hit the board, but has gotten a handful of checks. Actually, last 2 starts have not been per start. She's been starting in the qualifiers at Scioto. Last go was on August 26th, just that qualifier, and it ended up 5th in 202 and 4.
And the 6th is Can She Can. Jeff Neisinger drives, Mark Winters trains, JR Stable. Out of Orion is the owner, or Marcel filly. Out of the Dilbert Hanover mare, DW's Jasmine. 10 starts this year with 4 nice wins and 1 second-place finish. Earnings of a little over $16,000 and a mark of 59 and 4, and bred here in Ohio by Owners Junior Stable. And we'll see. Other than a break, this one's been really solid as well. Only time that didn't get 4th or better was a break back at Northfield, the $65,000 Sire Stakes race. But in the $50,000 Sire Stakes Scioto, got a nice check for 5th place finish. So got a good one going on here.
I know that's kind of, as we introduced the 1, the 6 is almost in that same vein of like started out the year really strong. I don't know if they're getting tired at this point.
Yeah.
And this is a very long season for any 2-year-old.
Yes, it is.
And she's been making some odd breaks, or 6-horse has. So hopefully, you want to root for everybody.
Yeah.
You really do, and you want to see everybody get a check. Unfortunately, there's 6 horses here, so it's not an owner's race, and everybody's going to pull a check. But
Sure.
if you can just stay flat, especially this early, in their hopefully long racing
career.
careers,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a win.
Yes, it is. I bet the 6, by the way.
Did you?
I did.
All right. Sitting 7-2 right now.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Here's Doug Ballinger, the call of the 6.
All in behind the Mike Wemkenberg starting gate. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Stride the 2, Country Diamond Lady. They're up then trotting. Pleasing Alice sent right to the front. Corporate CEO comes out in second. Mystical Rita will take a tuck third. Can She Can races fourth. Romy is fifth. Racing 6 and trailing up field. She raced down the backside. Country Diamond Lady. Down the backside, they're going on top of the field. Corporate CEO shows the way. Racing second is Pleasing Now. Mystical Rita third. Can She Can fourth. Romy is fifth. The Trader, Country Diamond Lady across the backside. Going to the opening quarter. Out and on the move on the outside. Pleasing Al with the lead. Corporate CEO off a quarter and 31 and a fifth. Mystical Rita races third. Racing fourth. Can She Can. Round the turn, moving on to the outside. as he raced on over to the 3/8 mark. Country Diamond Lady and trailing up field, Romy. Can she can is off stride. They pass the stand for the first time and come to the half. Corporate CEO has the lead. Pleasing now second. Third, Country Diamond Lady. Racing fourth is Romy. Fifth is Mystical Rita. Can she can trails the field halfway home in 102 and 2/5. On to the 5/8. Corporate CEO by a length. Pleasing now is second. Racing third. Country Diamond Lady. Romy fourth. Mystical Rita fifth. Off stride. Can she can cross the backside with the final time. Corporate CEO Randy Thorpe has got every call. Pleasing out is second. Country Diamond Lady and King Coppin out and on the move to the outside. Now third and moving up. Romy fourth. Fifth is Mystical Rita. Sixth and trailing. Can she can. 3/4 in 134 and 2. They race around the turn on top. Corporate CEO the leader. Pleasing L coming 3 wide. Country Diamond Lady, they come to the top of the stretch. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Pleasing L on the outside. Corporate CEO. Country Diamond Lady coming to the line. Pleasing L battling back. Corporate CEO on the line. It's going to be tight. Either Pleasing L or Corporate CEO. Home third. Country Diamond Lady. The mile, 2:04, 3/5.
2:04 and 3. Look like 1:4.25.
I think so. I'm
Across
going to
the
put,
wire.
what did I say? I said we put the big guns up.
Yeah,
Louis Levan and the
100%.
bike.
Louis took
I'm
over
sure.
the 5 breaks of the last 5 starts. All disappeared, Hank. Never
Yeah.
too old to learn from your daddy.
And that's, I think Doug just confirmed with us. We are unofficial, but we're going to go 1-4-2 for the trifecta there. Louis Levan, that's probably going to be, I'm going to go on a limb here, say that's his only drive of the night. And he probably made it a winner. Hank, though.
He only had 11 starts all season. It's pretty cool.
Hank is mopping up here.
Yeah,
He's won half of our 6 races.
Has he won 3?
He has. That is his 3rd training win.
He's closing the gap. He's now just a couple out of. He's got a solid lock on 3rd place for a season a date at the fairs. 3 more now puts him just 2 behind Rosie Weaver and only 4 behind Betty Clegg, who is our leading trainer so far this season.
Hank started out really strong. He was miles ahead.
Yeah, he was.
And then what happened is he spent a lot of time at the pari-mutuels because he's got some nice horses all across the board this year. And so when you're not racing at fairs every single night, you can't keep racking them up. But when he does show up, he's going to get it done.
He's going to get it done, that's right. 3 training wins so far. Evening card, Hank Levan.
It really is. So I grew up with the Levan family. Dad, Louis, is our vet.
Is that
and
right?
So, yep. And so I've known the Levan family for a very long time. And Hank did not do this right off the bat. Well, I'll tell the story after this.
Yeah.
Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly trot, 2nd division, for $3,814, blanket in memory of Jerry Cross. Number 1, Pleasing Now. She's a 2-year-old bay filly by In Range. It's her 4th of the season, trotting the mile, 2:04 3/5. Trackside, Olivia Newland, the 2025 Hardin County Fair Queen. Helping with the presentation of the blanket to Pleasing Now and Louis Levan. Hank Levan trains. The 4th win of the season for Pleasing L. Here's the way they finished. 1, Pleasing L, the winner. 2, Country Diamond Lady, 3 Mystical Rita, 5. 4, Corporate CEO, 2. Number 5, Romy, 4. 6, Can She Can, 6. 2:04 3/5. 31 and a 5th. 102 and 2. 133 and 2. 135 2-4. 6 on the bottom. 7th race up next, field of 5. Number 1, Eyes Up, Jason Beatty. Jason Beatty drives the 1, Eyes Up. You're going to have win place show. Quinella, Exacta, trifecta wagering on the 7th.
Finishing my thoughts though about the Levan family.
Yeah,
so
please.
I've grew up. We showed at the same county fair, right? And dad was our vet, is our vet. When we need something, Louie is more than happy. I mean, he will answer a call any time of the night. He's a fantastic vet. But I know that Mom and Dad have to be so proud of Hank. They're proud of all their kids. They do come from a big family. I think there's, oh my gosh, how many are there total?
I'm not sure.
There's 4 boys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
And they're just fantastic people, every single one of them. And Hank did not start didn't he
go to vet school?
No, I don't know what degree Hank has, but he was working for OSU. He was an assistant professor and was coaching the livestock judging team, is what he was doing earlier on in his life. Always knew about the racehorses, right?
Sure.
He didn't come in blind by any means, but I don't even know how long he's been doing this full time, just a handful of years.
Yeah.
And they just recently, I think in the last year or 2, built a home track at their place.
At their place, yeah.
And just really making a go of it. And I know Mom and Dad have to be proud of Hank. But were you around for Herbie Levan? Were you in Ohio? Yeah. So you know.
Scioto.
And I cannot, we lost Herbie a few years ago, but I cannot imagine if Herbie was here how he'd feel watching his grandson.
What's going on?
Because Hank has really turned in to a great trainer, and every year he gets better and better as a catch driver too.
And he's also a really nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
He really is a
I
really
agree.
nice guy. He's a pleasure to talk to, and he's always willing to take a couple of minutes when you walk up to him. So,
and he's on the OHHA board. Like, he pulls his weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. He absolutely does. We appreciate, everything that he's brought into the sport.
Yeah, and the whole family, for that matter. So, 6th race in the books. Interesting payoffs there. One paid $740 to win and $1340 to place. And if you had the exacta, no matter who you pick for second, you cash, because one all paid $11, and a one all trifecta paid $31. So welcome to the fairs. Always some interesting payoffs over the course of the evening up here. Hey, when we come back for the 7th, it's going to be another good one. Some pretty competitive horses in that field, including Eyes Up, 6 out of 7. Katie's on Fire, 9 out of 11. Sendo, 7 out of 9. These are going to be 2-year-old filly pacers in the 2nd division. When we come back from these messages, you're watching live harness racing from Kenton, Ohio at the Hardin County Fair, brought to you by the Ohio Harness Horsemen Association and our sponsors. We'll be right back.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Horses are on the track for the 7th race. Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly pace 2nd division, $5,207. Shidden Wolf Stout, Creech Funeral Home Blanket, Field of 5, number 1 Eyes Up. Jason Beatty up. Number 2 Katie's on Fire with Andre Nard. 3 Same Girl Same. Bo Brown drives. Number 4 AVF Felicity with Alex Hawk. And number 5 Sando. Dylan Fagan in her sulky. Horse to take 1 score and go to the gate. Win, play, show, Quinella, exacta trifecta. 3 minutes to post. 3 minutes.
Love it.
There was your field of 5. Before we introduce them, well, I guess we can kind of get started because what I have to say deals with our one horse, Eyes Up, trained by Deb Schwartz. All respect to Jason Beatty, who is going to pick up this catch drive on Eyes Up. But I was expecting Russ to drive because he is just 1 win away from 2,000
no way.
driving victories. He will have a couple in, I think, later on. They brought a total of 3 tonight, but I was hoping maybe he'd give himself at least 3 3 shots.
Three
And this is a
shots.
nice filly here in Eyes Up, owned by Harry and Darlene Arltop of Urbana, Ohio. Grew up with Harry by my entire life there at Urbana. But this is a lather up filly. She, as you said, has been hit the board 6 of 7 times. 2 of those have been victories. She's been very nice on the Buckeye Stallion Series circuit. 2 back in the BSS at Scioto. Was second back by just roughly a length. And won 53-4 final quarter, 28-2. Almost $32,000 made. Originally an $8,500 purchase out of the Blooded Horse.
Number 2, Katie's on Fire. Andre Nard, is it Nard? Nard is driving for Todd Luther. Greg Luther Racing owns this one to Catch the Fire filly from Real Artist Mare. 11 starts this year, 9 out of 11 in the money, includes 5 wins, $18,482 in earnings, a mark of 58-4. And this one has been nothing worse than 5th in the last 8 starts, which includes a first at Findlay last week, a solid 3rd to She's So Fast at Greenville, and a win week before that at Salina. So this one is right on the money. And Andre's mark as a driver so far this year is pretty impressive as well, with 7 wins and 16 starts, 9 out of 16 total for the money. So look for this one to be close.
But Katie's on Fire, if you noticed, was a $16,000 purchase out of Heartland.
Yeah.
This was a topic of conversation. I can't remember what fair it was, and I think maybe it was Todd that texted my co-host. I can't remember who it was, because I was like, where's Heartland? Is that a Michigan sale? And I think this thing came out of Minnesota.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's up there quite a way. So they wanted this filly, and they got her.
Nice.
Our 3-horse, Same Girl Same, Bo Brown, will drive for Brian Brown. This one is owned by Bo and Mom Jennifer. This is a Catch the Fire filly out of a Rockin' Image mare. Just really getting started. 3 lifetime starts. Was 3rd last time out despite a miscue out of the gate at Richwood. Has recently stepped it up as well into the Buckeye Stallion Series. She did get a check in the BSS. Her first leg would have been on July 14th up there at Northfield. She went 157-3.
Number 4, AVF Felicity, Alex Hawk in the bike for Tyler Cook. Lucky 5 Stables LLC from Ohio City owns this one to Fear the Dragon filly from Pet Rock mare, Miss Annabella. 10 starts this year, a win, 4 seconds and a 3rd. That's 6 out of 10. Mark of 203-4 at Eden. Earnings a little bit over $10,000. Had a 5th last week at Findlay. Previous to that, a 3rd, 6th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd. This one should be right there.
And our 5-horse rounding out the field is Sando. Dylan Fagan in the bike for Brett Schwartz. This is a Pet Rock filly out of Shaken Frisky, a Feelin' Frisky mare owned by Higher Gun Racing, Racehorse Express, and M. Bean of Sabina, Ohio. 9 lifetime starts, still looking for the first win, but has hit the board a total of 7 times. 2 back at Lima, had a 3rd place finish in 202-1, over $10,000 made for this homebred by Mitchell Bean.
These 4 and 5 horses, the 4 is 6 out of 10 in the money, and the 5 is 7 out of 9 in the money. They are both 23-1 on the board. The 1 is the big favorite at 1-2, and the 2 is the second favorite at 7-5. Let's go to Doug Ballinger for the call of the 7th.
Here they come. They were off MPC. Katie's on Fire, sent right to the front. Eyes up, protecting an inside position. 3 wide. ABF Felicity into the turn. Same Girl Same, and trailing the field. Sando. Field of 5. 2-year-old fillies make their way to the opening 8th, and Eyes Up. 2-year-old Bay Phillip lather up, and Jason Beatty will guide him to the backside. Racing next and second. Katie's on Fire. 3rd is Same Girl Same. ABF Felicity is 4th, and Sando trails the field in numerical order. Across the backside, going to the opening quarter. Eyes Up the leader by a length. Katie's on Fire 2nd. Same Girl Same 3rd. Opening quarter paced in 29-3. 8VF Felicity is 4th. 5 from the front, and Sando can see them all. Trailing the field 5th. To the 3/8 they go. Eyes Up the leader. Katie's on Fire right there 2nd. 3rd is Same Girl Same. ABF Felicity 4th. Sando continues to trail the field. No movement to go after the leader. Eyes Up. Second is Katie's on Fire. Third, Same Girl Same. ABF Felicity. Fourth, Sando. Dylan Fagan. First to move. Now fifth and moving up on the outside. Into the turn, eyes up. Has them off a half in a minute. Second is Katie's on Fire. Locked in, Same Girl Same. Sando on the outside. Fourth, ABF Felicity is shuffled to fifth. Cross the backside for the final time. Eyes up will guide the filly to the 3/4. Katie's on Fire second. Sando strides forward with every stride. Now third. Same Girl Same fourth. ABF Felicity and Alex Hawk moved to the outside. Now fifth. Eyes Up has the lead into the far turn. Katie's on Fire second. Sando the outside. 3/4 and 131 and 3. And Eyes Up opens up by 2. Katie's on Fire. Sando to the outside. Same Girl Same. ABF Felicity. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. They're all chasing Eyes Up. Sando is second. Coming to the line. Eyes Up. Jason Beatty gets his second on the card. Sando second, very tight for third. Either the 2, Katie's on Fire, or the 3, Same Girl Same. The mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Wow. 2 minutes and 3/5 for your winner, Eyes Up. Jason Beatty for Deborah Schwartz. That's 3 wins and 8 starts this year. And 7 out of 8 in the money will take earnings up to about $34,500 off of that win.
I know I said it when we introduced the field. Russ is a trotting man.
Yeah.
Russ drives his trotters, but that could have been his 2,000th there. He probably wants it on a trotter, though, not a pacer. Not a pacer, but nice drive by Jason. I thought, as we were headed out of the third turn here, I said, I don't know. Andres had the trip, and then he just did not move in time.
Nope.
Had nowhere to go. We, of course, have no passing lane here.
Yeah.
And so, and Jason just did a good job. I said, I don't even know when I caught it. I was like, he's still got a big hold of that filly.
He did.
He really did.
It looked as strong as he looked was back here at the 5/8. Just before they hit 3/4, really, really looked strong, and opened up in the stretch. I mean, that was another one, wire to wire, and well gated, well rated from the beginning. Hi.
Our owners, Harry and Darlene Artop. I said I grew up with Harry. He trained some here and there. He's in his 80s, still very involved, comes up. I don't even know how long Deb and Russ have trained for him, because he's had horses on and off on his own for, again, my entire life.
Yeah.
But happy to see this mare filly, producing for him this year, because he's well into his 80s, still loves the business and gets behind horses all the time, and
I love it.
Into the winner's circle, your winner of the 7th race. Second Division Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly Pace for $5,207. Blanket by Chindawolf Stout Creech Funeral Home. Number 1, Eyes Up. She's a 2-year-old bay filly, but lather up out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Dazzling Rockette. Her 3rd career win. She's owned by Harry M. and Darlene Altop of Urbana. Deborah Schwartz trained. Jason Beatty gets his second of the evening. The mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Here's the way they finished in 1, Eyes Up, the winner. Number 2, Katie's on Fire, 4. 3, Same Girl Same, 3. 4, ABF Felicity, 5. And number 5, Sando, 2. 2 minutes, 3/5. Fractions of 29 and 3. 1 minute and 131 and 3. 1-4-3-5-2 on the bottom. 8th race. Upfield of 5, no changes. Win place show. Exacta Quinella. Trifecta on the 8th.
officially halfway through our program there. Race 7 in the books. That was all Eyes Up in 2 minutes and 3/5. Up next, race number 8, third division of freshmen filly trotters. No changes. Field of 5. Join us back here momentarily.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the partial futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and bit of a legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
The roots of harness racing are born at the county fair. For over 150 years, people have gathered to watch horses battle it out for fame and glory. Catch the thrills this summer at an Ohio Fair Racing Conference County Fair. The OFRC races at 22 fairs in 20 Ohio counties. Trotters and pacers put it all on the line to be called the best in the Buckeye State. The Ohio Fair Racing Conference, where the path to greatness begins.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit ohha.com or call 614-221-3650.
Sponsored by the Hardin County Sports Hall of Fame, Field of 5. There are no changes. Number 1, Mill Street Parker, driven by King Kaufman. Number 2 is So Radiant, the driver Roy Wilson. Number 3 is Ariana Range, the driver is Tyvan Roden. Number 4, Lemon Ginger, Alex Hawkup. The number 5, CS Sniffy Girl, Kevin Snyder in her sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Win play show. Quinnell Exacta. Trifecta. They'll be at the gate in 3 minutes. Be shut out.
Field of 5. There you go. Third division of these freshmen filly trotters, $3,814. Right now, we've got the heavy 1-9 favorite in our rail horse, Mill Street Parker. King Kaufman trains and drives this creatine filly, coming right off of a win, wire to wire at Findlay in 2:05 and 2. Has hit the board a total of 6 times in 7 tries, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 third-place finishes. Over $11,000 made for Mill Street Parker. Ariana Range, Tyvan Roden trains and drives this in-range filly out of an Angus Hall mare. 9 lifetime starts with a single win, and that did come some time back on July 30th at Xenia. Went wire to wire there in 2:12 and 2. Seems to be the fastest beaten mile we have. Came 2 back at Lima, had a third in 2:09 flat. $7,400 made. Originally a Buckeye Classic purchase out of $6,000.
time in a minute, just a minute.
Better luck to our 5-horse, too. CS Nippy Girl. This one, my mom trains. Kim Daly, Kevin Snyder in the bike. 10 lifetime starts. Does have a win. First win came at Greenville. 3 back. Won by just a neck. Yeah, and 206 and 4. This is a filly that's had a lot of things stacked against her. If you would go back and rewatch everything, she will make some silly breaks. She's a freshman filly trotter, all right? We can't hold that against her. But she's stepped it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series, and when she wants to trot, she will trot. Every little thing that could have gone wrong, though, especially in the BSS when you're actually going for a decent bit of money, just does not fall in her favor. She's the cutest little filly trot you ever seen in your life, though. She's black. Actually, she's listed as bay here, but she's real dark, and she is has a really pretty white snip on her nose. She's cute. We actually purchased her because we have her full brother, who is a maniac in all ways, speed maniac. But well, that's a ton different. We should focus on the horses we got here. But we liked him so much. We were hoping that she could just have a little bit more brain, right? Not as much speed as her brother, but does have more brains and has made $9,400 already. And again, hasn't hit the board that many times. But she is picking up checks. We came so fast out to our post parade. I was getting nervous. We weren't going to have time to get through all 5 of the field there. It really, yeah. It looks like our track lights are on. They're just not, it's not dark enough to quite see them yet.
The breeding in the next race. Right. We're getting there. I don't know if there's lights in the grandstand or not. Yeah, looks like there's a row of them.
Yeah, I think when it comes to like lights right above us, we might be SOL on that one.
Yeah, I think so.
We'll see though. We got a race number 8 going behind the gate. Field of 5. They do still like the 1 heavy favorite, 1-9. Mill Street Parker, probably for good reason, but you never know. There are some decent fillies in here. I understand there's some braking issues. Our 1 is really the only one that ever stays truly flat, at least since she's really gotten her career started.
I have faith in the 5-horse. I used her.
We have faith in all. Do you really?
Yeah, I used her behind the 1 in the exacta in this one. Absolutely. Yeah.
Everybody picks up a check, though.
Everybody gets a check. Horses are at the top of the last turn. Let's go up to Doug for the call of the 8th race.
The gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and trotting. Ariana Range sent right to the front. On the inside, Mill Street Parker second. On the outside, third. So Radiant. Fourth on the outside, CS Nifty Girl. Off stride and trailing, Lemon Ginger. Field of 5 fillies into the opening turn, and Ariana Range is on the front end by a length. Mill Street Parker will take the 2-hole trip. Racing third, So Radiant. CS Nifty Girl, 5 from the front and trailing the field. Lemon Ginger across the backside. Going to the opening quarter. Mill Street Parker, Kaufman want the front end. Ariana Range second, So Radiant third. CSF Nifty Girl fourth, trailing Lemon Ginger. Opening panel in 32 seconds. Trotting into the turn. Mill Street Parker has the lead, has it by 2. Ariana Range racing second. Trotting third, So Radiant. CS Nifty Girl racing fourth, and off stride, Lemon Ginger continues to trail the field. Filly Trotters come passes for the first time, and Mill Street Parker has the lead. Racing next, Ariana Range. Trotting third, So Radiant. CS Nifty Girl fourth, and treading the field, Lemon Ginger. Halfway home, Mill Street Parker has the fillies at the half. At the half in 104 3/5 with Ariana Range right in her back second. Trotting third, So Radiant. Racing fourth, CS Nifty Girl. Trailing Lemon Ginger. Cross the backside for the final time. Mill Street Parker the leader by a length right there second. Ariana Range and ready to come to the outside. So Radiant third, CS Nifty Girl fourth. Lemon Ginger continues to trail. Opening up, Mill Street Parker, but 2 3/4. Ariana Range second, trotting third, So Radiant. CS Nifty Girl, Lemon Ginger, way back trails. 3/4 and 136 and 3. Mill Street Parker by 5. Ariana Range is second. So Radiant to the outside. CS Nippy Girl fourth. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Mill Street Parker and King Coppin second on the inside. Ariana Range. So Radiant. CS Nippy Girl coming to the line. Mill Street Parker, King Coppin. So Radiant second, home third. CS Nippy Girl. Fourth to 3, Ariana Range. 2:07 3/5.
2:07 and 3 last half and 1:03 flat. King Kaufman had his way with Mill Street Parker.
Oh, that was a very easy training mile.
Very much so.
When they went to the half in 1:04 and 3, I was like, oh, there's one of two. It's always 50-50 shot, right? They either you catch them sleeping on the front, or there's a whole lot of horse left. And that's what he did here.
And I think a lot of that depends on who's behind you.
Yeah.
You know, when you're up there on the front, because you go slow enough, it sets up just as well for somebody that's had a perfect 2-hole trip as it does for you on the front end. But, yeah, pretty impressive across the wire. 1-2-5 unofficial.
I think our 3-horse was sitting on the back of Mill Street Parker throughout that mile, was going to try to make a move, and that's when she woke up a little bit. Kane let her open up and trot a little bit.
Definitely did.
They really weren't going much at all, especially with that group of fillies. 2:07 and 3, that's the slowest of the 3 divisions we've had.
Best performance for the 2 so far this year with that second place finish. So Radiant did a nice job just sitting quietly behind King Kaufman. Congrats to April on that second place finish. That's good news. Wow.
Mill Street Parker now 8 lifetime tries and 3 wins, 2 in a row in Ohio. Wire to wire both goes. Actually, all 3 times she's won have been wire to wire.
You know, I didn't realize until this year when I noticed it early in the Scioto season that Kane trained in addition to driving. I thought he was strictly a driver. I didn't realize that he trained as well.
Racing Association 2-year-old filly trot, number 1 at Mill Street Parker. This race sponsored by the Hardin County Sports Hall of Fame. The 2-year-old brown filly by Creatine out of the Chapter 7 mare. Chapin Core gets her 3rd of the season. Owned by S. Burnett, Lexington, Kentucky. P.J. Sunderhouse, Palm City, Florida, formerly of Salina, Ohio. J. Luttrell, Paris, Kentucky. C. Goodrich of Ohio. King Coppin trains and drives the winner. Trotting the mile, 2:07 3/5. Results are official. Number 1, Mill Street Parker, the winner. 2, So Radiant 2, the 3, Ariana Range 4. 4, Lemon Ginger 5, and number 5, CS Nippy Girl 3. 2:07 3/5, the winning time. 32, 104 and 3, 136 and 3. 1, 2, 4, 5, 3 on the bottom. 9th race is up next. We have a field of 5. 3rd division 2-year-old filly pace. No changes, win, place, show. Quinella, exacted, trifecta on the 9th.
220, 220, 210. For the odds-on favorite, Mill Street Parker. Congrats to King Kaufman, driver and trainer, and those connections. 9th race is coming up next. 2-year-old filly pace, nice purse here of $5,207, and we will bring that to you right after these messages.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the Cool Winds of November.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big.
After you, Ash.
Race number 9 of 14. Up next, third division of 2-year-old filly pacers. Our filly pacers have put in some fast miles.
Fast miles. Fast miles, yep.
So our first division of these freshman filly pacers went 1:59 and 2. Last division, the second one, went 2 minutes and 3/5. We'll see what we can get done here. This is a decent group. There's one really heavy hitter starting from our 5-hole. But you never know.
You never know. They got a race.
We haven't gotten to chat much tonight, Michael. We really haven't. Usually we're
I know.
BSing,
You're
right?
right. Yeah, we've been busy. we've been busy.
I feel like I haven't seen you earlier in the season.
Oh my God,
I mean,
it's been a week.
I know. Earlier in the season, we were working together virtually every single day. We had a lot of fairs together, and then it's been, I don't know the last fair what fair did we work together?
We worked together.
You stopped by Greenville, but we weren't working together.
Right.
When
So it had to have
was
been,
the last time you? It wasn't
just before
Salina,
that.
was it?
No. We've been together since then.
Are you sure?
No. I can look.
It's not all that important.
I know, but now that you brought it up, I got to find it. Look at my sheets.
And our time apart on Monday, guess what I did?
On Monday?
On Monday.
I know what you did.
Well, okay, you know I was at a fair.
Yeah.
Well, guess what else I did?
Oh, I don't know what else you did. What else did you do?
I claimed my very first horse.
No way.
I did.
Hey, congratulations.
Wow,
that's huge.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
My family looked at me. They said, welcome to being broke.
Oh, my God. Way to go, Ash. Oh, we got to find out about that. Let's go to Doug for the post parade.
Horses are on the track. 9th race. 3rd Division 2-year-old filly pace, Ohio Colt Racing Association for $5,207. Sponsored by Diamond M Veterinary Clinic, field of 5. Beginning with a 1, Liberty Bibberty, the driver Cam McCown. Number 2, Legendary Notice, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 3, Muscle Carlos with Kevin Snyder. Number 4, Barefoot on the Beach with Jason Beatty. Number 5 is Deborah L. Hank Levan in her sulky. Let's take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place show. Quinella is active. Trifecta on the 9th.
We last worked together at Rock Springs.
Ah.
The safety plan.
Okay. All right. That seems a little bit more recent.
Yeah.
Rock Springs.
Yep. But we're back again together tomorrow night here.
We sure are.
For 11 races.
6 p.m. post. A couple less races, but still just as good quality. Race number 9 of 14 now. On the rail, Liberty Bibberty. The McCowans are going to team up of the Summa Cum Laude. This is a black filly. 9 lifetime starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, and 1 third place finish. Her win did come back at Attica on August 6th, 2:03 flat. Looks like she's put up some decent miles, though, even further back. On July 4th, she went 156-4, final quarter 28-4 at Scioto Downs, over $8,000 made, originally a $15,000 purchase.
The 2 is Legendary Notice. Jeff Neisinger on the bike for Mark Winters. Tom Radominsky is the owner. A bit of a legend filly from an Astros mare. 10 starts this year. A win, 2 seconds, and 6 third-place finishes. $9,600 in earnings and a mark of 205 at Chillicothe. Nothing worse than a 4th-place finish in the last 8 races for this one. 3rd last time out at Findlay, 3rd at Lima, 4th previous to that after being parked out the middle half, and then a win at Chillicothe. Really solid performer all year long.
The 3, Muscle Carlos, Kim Daly trains, Kevin Snyder in the bike. This is a muscle up the goal. She's pacing, but she is trotting bred through and through. 6 lifetime starts. She's hit the board a couple of times. She's figuring it out. She's not the best pacer.
Give her some time.
Because she's a trotter. She's supposed to be a trotter, right?
Yeah.
But put a pair of hobbles on her earlier in the year because she just would not trot, did not want to trot, and she took to this right away. She actually stayed for quite a bit of the season right alongside some of our better pacers. So she's just got a couple things left to click together. She'll be all right, but $2,500 made. Muscle Carlos, the 3.
Number 4, Barefoot on the Beach. Jason Beatty for Randy Smith. Jessica Smith owns this one to Catch the Fire filly from a Rock and Roll Hanover mare, Dancing Barefoot. This one has been out 8 times so far this year. Just has 1 second-place finish, but has earned $2,500 by being in the top 5 in almost every race. At a 5th last time out at Findlay, previous to that a 5th at Lima, a 4th at Greenville, and a strong 2nd-place finish in 29 last quarter, 2:03-3 at Salina.
And Deborah L. Hank Levan is going to look for 4 training wins and 3 driving wins with this Racing Hill filly. She is a nice filly. Doesn't do a whole lot wrong. 16 lifetime starts, has hit the board a total of 9 times. Just a single win. That came 2 back at Richwood in 2:03-2, almost $20,000 made. Originally a $10,000 purchase out of the Ohio Selected. Chris, I don't think it matters at this point, but I did just get a text that, is it possible if our graphics are incorrect? Sounds like...
It's wrong.
So, apologies for that, everybody. Thanks for catching that. If I remember correctly, we had the same exact issue with Troy when this kid is having issues. So we will try to fix that.
Number 9.
Thank you for catching it. Apologies. We just ran through the field, but if we can again, from the rail out, Liberty Bibberty, Legendary Notice, Muscle Carlos, Barefoot on the Beach, and Deborah L. Looks like they like the 2 horse, sitting 8-5, Legendary Notice.
Here they come.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to still give it up to Doug Ballinger, call of the 9th.
They were up then, pacing. Legendary Notice goes for the lead. Liberty Bibberty up the inside. On the outside, Muscle Carlos 3rd. Taking it tuck, Barefoot on the Beach 4th. Nearly Trader into the turn. Deborah L. at the opening 8th on top. Liberty Bibberty by a length, racing 2nd. Liberty Notice racing 3rd. Muscle Carlos 4th is Deborah L. Barefoot on the Beach trails the field down the backside. Going to the opening quarter, Cam McCowan, Liberty Bibberty front the field. Legendary Notice 2nd. Muscle Carlos 3rd. Deborah L. 4th, and treading the field. Barefoot on the Beach front to back. Separated by 8 to 9 lengths. Off an opening quarter in 30 3/5, and Liberty Bibberty loose in the front end, leads it by 4. Legendary Notice 2nd, Muscle Carlos 3rd, Deborah L. 4th. Barefoot on the Beach trails the field, passing the stand for the first time. They come to the half. Liberty Bibberty, the black filly by Zuma Kalade, shows the way. 2-hole trip, the Legendary Notice, racing 3rd, Muscle Carlos. Deborah L's out and on the move to the outside. Barefoot on the Beach moves to the outside. 3 in, 2 out as they pass the half. Liberty Biverty has them halfway home. 104 and a fifth to the 5/8 they go. Deborah L is on the leader's wheel. Third, Legendary Notice. Fourth along the pylons, Muscle Carlos. And fifth on the outside, Barefoot on the beach across the backside for the final time. Liberty Biverty by 3 parts of a length. Deborah L on the outside second. Scooting up the inside, Legendary Notice. Muscle Carlos the inside fourth. Barefoot on the beach is fifth. At the 3/4, they're into the far turn. 3/4, 133 and 3. The leader, Liberty Biverty, but they're coming after that leader. On the outside, Deborah L second, closing with every stride. Third on the inside, Legendary Notice. Phillies off the turn, they're on their way home. Liberty Biverty, Deborah L on the outside. Legendary Notice up the inside, coming to the line. Liberty Biverty up for second. May have been Legendary Notice or Deborah L. That'll be a photo for place.
They came across the wire pretty.
204.
Yeah.
204 and 3/5. What a back half.
Yeah,
those Phillies
flying.
really picked up to the pace. I have their half in 104 and 1.
Yep. Home in a minute and 2/5. Pretty impressive.
I'm not going to try to show. I don't know who was second or third, but it was Liberty Biverty for our win. That's just the second lifetime victory in 10 tries. Jess McCowan gets the training win. Of course, Cam, that driving win for that one.
They've had a happy few days, haven't
That's
they?
been all right for them.
Yeah,
it
not
really
too
has.
terrible. Not too terrible.
That was the third division of these freshman Philly Pacers. The slowest we have seen. Still a decent mile, though. They were just walking to the half, though.
Hey, was it you that was talking on Monday about Brian Brown's reaction Saturday night?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, because I could just see Brian doing that. That was $100,000. I could see his face when he does that.
And we sat Brian down for freshman focus. I don't even know.
Yeah, I remember.
He was one of our earlier ones.
Yeah.
And Roger sits and does a sit-down interview, and he was just talking about Brian's very accomplished,
Oh,
right?
my God,
I mean,
yes.
If
He's
you've
a
been
former
around,
Dam Patch Trainer of the Year. He's Horse of the Year trainer. Yeah.
He's very accomplished, and I think he takes more pride in his kids than he does his own horses. And as far as his accomplishments, I should say. Maybe he loves his kids more than he loves the horses, but you know what I'm trying to say there.
I know exactly what you're saying.
And he just got so emotional talking about his kids and his grandkids in the freshman focus interview. It was
really great. Let's go to the winner's circle.
Veterinary Clinic #1, Liberty Biverty. The 2-year-old black filly by Zuma Kalade. Out of the Rock and Roll Hanover mare, America Rocks. She gets her second win of the season. She's owned by, here's the stock, Incorporated Bucyrus, Sean Harville, Jumontown, Scott G. Davis, Bell Valley, Ohio. Jessica McCowan trained. She's driven to victory by Cam McCowan. Facing a mile, 204, 3/5. This race sponsored by Diamond M Veterinary Clinic. #1, Liberty Biverty, the winner. 2, Legendary Notice 2. The 3, Muscle Carlos 5. 4, Barefoot on the Beach 4. The 5, Deborah L 3. 204, 3/5. 30 and 3/5. 104 and 1. 133 and 3. 1, 2, 5, 4, 3 on the bottom. 10th race is up next. It's up in about 12 minutes. Field of 6, King Coplin. Drive #4, Country Martini. King Coplin will drive the
that makes us official for race #9 already. I was just commenting off air. That's a big filly.
That's a big filly. She's tall.
She's a summa cum laude. I guess I haven't paid that much attention to what they really look like this year.
The
this is the first crop. So are they just like Seasides are known for being pretty
They're
big?
giving you the opportunity because a lot of them have been in the winner's circle.
I know. I guess I'm just not. I'm not taking enough notes. But like they down by the Seaside, summa cum laude, both the Bring on the Beach. Is it Bring? No, not Bring on the Beach. Some beach somewhere.
Yeah.
And so Seasides are known for being pretty large animals, and I wonder if the summa cum laudes are falling in line with that. I'll have to pay better attention. But she was a big mare.
Yeah.
Big filly.
Yep.
Filly.
Yep, and raced really good on the front end. Congrats again to the McCowans. When we come back for the 10th, we will have the 2-year-old filly trot, the 4th and the final division for this one. You're watching live harness racing from the Hardin County Fair in Kenton, Ohio. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett in exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Hey, now, we're back. Look at that moon up there. Got a little red tint to it as the sun is setting. Beyond our right shoulders, the south end of the beautiful grandstand here at the Kenton Fair. Again, I said this when we opened up earlier in the night. It's a really, really nice, open, wide track, 6 across. No obstacles for no obstacles that prevent any viewing of any part of the racetrack, and got a beautiful flag blowing over here. Horses are coming out on the track. We've got some warming up. This will be 2-year-old filly trot, again the 4th and final division with a $3,800 purse, and a pretty impressive performance of just about every horse that's in this race. 4 out of 7, 5 out of 8, 8 out of 11, 3 out of 6, 11 out of 13, and 8 out of 10. You don't get a finer class than that, so this should be a good one. Russell Swartz is going to be on that 2-horse there. Russell's 10 out of 15 first, second, and third in his fair starts as a driver so far this year.
This could possibly be.
Is this the one?
This could be.
He's at 1999?
He's at 1,999 career driving victories, and this could possibly be number 2,000. There are some really nice fillies, though, like you mentioned. This could fall anyway. I would like to root on Russ.
Yeah, let's do that.
But
sure, why not?
And this has been a nice filly. She stepped it up with the Buckeye. We'll of course talk about the entire field, but there are some really nice horses. Levan's got a nice one in here that's gone all the way up into the sire stakes level.
Horses are on the track for the 10th race.
There is our cue.
There's our cue.
Post
They're
parade.
lining up. Post parade for the 10th.
Wilson Tire Company field of 6.
Oh. I was confused.
Number 1, Princess Mission, the driver, Roy Wilson. Number 2 is Off the Rails, driven by Russell Swartz. 3, Neighbor Lady, Jeff Nicesunger. 4, Country Martini with King Kaufman. Number 5 is Hang Tight, Honey Yell, Hank Levan, and number 6, Creating Dreams, Emmanuel Miller in the sulky. Wants to take one score and go to the gate. Win place show. Quinell exacta trifecta. 3 minutes to post, 3 minutes.
From the rail out, 2-year-old filly trotters, number 1, Princess Mission, Roy Wilson for April Roach. This one has had 7 starts this year, 3 second-place finishes, 1 third. $7,873 in earnings. A lot of that courtesy of Nice third-place finish in Greenville in a race that was for $15,000, the partial. Second last time out, third at Greenville, fourth the first week at Greenville, a fifth the break before that, second coming off a break at the gate, and then this one has just been right there pretty much all season long off of the 7 starts.
Could be possibly win number 2,000 for Rush Schwartz. Off the rails. Deb Schwartz, of course, trains this Enterprise filly. 8 lifetime starts, has hit the board a total of 5 times. A single win that did come about 4 back, wire to wire at the home track of Urbana. Won by half a length in 2:05 flat. Does show some nice miles though in the Buckeye Stallion Series after Urbana at Scioto Downs. Went in 156 and 4, $14,000 made for Off the Rails. Must have been actually no, it's not necessarily a private purchase, but one of our co-owners, Thomas Adams of Findlay, did co-breed this filly.
56 and 4 at Scioto is pretty impressive for a 2-year-old filly trotter. Number 3, Neighbor Lady. Jeff Neisinger trains and drives. Gorby, R3 Sun stable down in Atlanta, and the Neisinger stable share ownership. This is an in-range filly by the Cantab Hall mare Lady Bella. 8 out of 11 in the money this year. 5 wins, 2 seconds, a third, $22,000 in earnings, and a mark of 202 and 3 at Lebanon. Had a third last time out at Findlay. Back-to-back wins previous to that, and actually 3. Including the Xenia race back on 7:30. This one is going to be tough to beat and is the 6-5 current favorite.
Remind me if we have time before we go to post. I want to talk about Miss Kathy Gorby
Okey-dokey.
and Neisinger. But our 4-horse Kane Kaufman now up on Country Martini. Melvin Schmucker trains and owns. This is a What the Hill filly coming off a 3rd place finish at Findlay in 2:08 and 1. He's hit the board 3 times in 8 lifetime tries. Still looking for the first win, but $4,800 made, originally a $6,000 purchase.
Hang tight, Honey L. Hank Levan on the 5. Trains, drives, Levan Stables, Damofal Racing, Hurley Racing, and M. Levan, an in-range filly out of a Father Patrick mare, Mother Lynn. 13 starts this year, 8 phenomenal wins. 2 seconds, a third, $44,000 in earnings season to date, and a mark of 158 at Scioto. Again, 11 out of 13 in the money. Other than a $50,000 sire stake race back on the 23rd at Scioto Downs, this horse has been 3rd, 2nd, 1st, 4th, 1st. Pretty impressive. Hang tight, Honey L.
Leaving from the far outside, still on the rail, the 6, Creating Dreams, Art Gillum Jr. trains Manny Miller in the bike. This creatine filly out of Steph's Dream and Uncle Peter mare. 10 lifetime starts, has hit the board a total of 8 times with a single win, 3 third-place finishes, and 4, I think I said that wrong, 1 win, 3 second-place finishes, and 4 third-place finishes. $8,900 made. 2 back, was second just by a neck at Greenville, and 206 and 4, $10,000 purchase.
Tell us about Kathy Gorby.
Kathy Gorby, who is co-owner on our 3 Neighbor Lady. I really
Lady.
just met her for the first time earlier this season. She's wonderful, and she has this nice 2-year colt pacer. Jeff Neisinger also trains this one. Swelchie,
yeah.
if you've been following along with the sire stakes, this poor thing cannot draw. He's such a nice horse, and I do not think he is drawn inside the 7 hole.
Oh, man.
I think he's in. I think he actually did draw in with us on race 15 this Saturday in that last leg of the 2-year-old colt pacers. I think he's in the 7 hole.
What's the purse on that race Saturday night?
I don't know how many they split, but I think they've been going for 50 because historically in the last previous legs there's been at least 3 divisions.
Okay.
And I think there's 3 on Saturday night, so it should be about 50.
Perfect.
But he's a really nice horse. You know, it's funny.
Needs a post position.
Yes, and he's not the kind of animal that can just explode out of anywhere.
Right.
It's the same thing I remember when Bulldog, was it a Buckabet? Who was
a Buckabet?
Beat him, right?
Yes.
It was like a Buckabet is such a nice animal,
Yep.
but when you put him up against Bulldog, he looked average.
Yes.
Kind of the same thing with Swelchie, and he's drawing the outside where he's such a nice horse, but he's got no luck. And it's just like, how does that keep happening? So I root for her. Even when she's in a division with us, I thought she was going to be a winner last week, but I think she left out of the 8 hole.
Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on her for an inside post.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go to Doug for the call of the 10th. 2-year-old filly trot, $3,800.
Swings into the stretch, and here they come. They were off and trotting off the rails, goes for the lead. From the inside, Princess Mission comes out in second, racing on the outside. Hang Tight Honey L, Neighbor Lady is fourth, racing fifth. Around the turn, Country Martini and Creating Dreams trails the field. Down the backside, going to the opening quarter, and up on the outside. Hank Levan and Hang Tight Honey L to the front, off the rails, and Russell Swartz now will get the 2-hole trip. Neighbor Lady is third. Princess Mission is fourth. Racing fifth, Country Martini, and trailing the field. Creating Dreams earns straight alignment. They trot the opening quarter in 30 3/5. And Hang Tight Honey L's on a lead by a length. Off the rails right there, second. Neighbor Lady is third. Princess Mission racing fourth. Racing fifth, Country Martini, and Creating Dreams trails the field. Straight alignment, no movement as yet to go after the leader. Hang Tight Honey L off the rails, getting that 2-hole trip. Neighbor Lady third. Princess Mission is fourth. Racing fifth. Country Martini, Creating Dreams still trails the field. They trot past the half. Still Hang Tight Honey L off the rails, halfway home. 102 4/5. Neighbor Lady racing third. Princess Mission is fourth. Country Martini fifth, and trailing the field. Creating Dreams across the backside for the final time. They're all chasing Hang Tight Honey L off the rails right there and ready to move to the outside. Neighbor Lady is third, and Neighbor Lady comes to the outside. Now third. Princess Mission is fourth. Fifth is Country Martini. Sixth, Creating Dreams at 3/4. 1:33 4 into the far turn. A length lead for Hang Tight Honey L right there. Second is off the rails, coming to the outside. Neighbor Lady now third. Princess Mission at the top of the stretch. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Hang Tight Honey L is almost there. Coming to the line. Hang Tight Honey L off the rails. Neighbor Lady. Time 2:03.
Yeah.
Back half.
Quick back
Or
half.
not quarter, I guess.
Yeah. 29 apiece. Not bad. Pretty simple, though, for Hang Tight Honey L. Got to the lead at the first eighth.
Say when they went to the half in 102 4, I knew it was kind of over. They just weren't going to beat Hank off a half like that.
No.
What a nice night for Hank Levan, though. That is 4 wins as a trainer, and that should be 3. 2. Is it 3?
2. Is it 2 or 3?
I'm confused. Did I forget to mark one down?
Uh,
It has to be 3. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can't count.
Yeah, because it's Louis. Otherwise, he won the other 3, right?
Yeah. Yep. Hang Tight Honey L. 14 tries, 9 victories.
I can't believe you claimed a horse.
Oh, I did. Well, yeah, I did. I'll tell you about him.
Yeah, you will. You'll tell everybody about him.
I talked a little bit about him yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Quickly. Who was I with yesterday? Doug. With Doug. I was talking to Doug about it. Because just with our Bob commercials are running, and it's it's time. It's time. We've already had our first sale of the season, not our biggest one by any means. And I've been itching. I really want a baby. I might still buy into a small piece of a baby, but I know better than that. First time out to. Here's Doug with the presentation.
Ohio Colt Racing Association 2-year-old filly trot. This division for $3,814. Sponsored by Wilson Tire Company, number 5, Hang Tight Honey L. She's a 2-year-old bay filly by In Range, out of the father Patrick Mayer, mother Lynn. Her 9th win in 14 tries. She's owned by the Levan stable, Dharma Fall Racing, Hurley Racing, and Megan Levan. She's trained and driven to victory by Hank Levan, the mile 2:03. Here's where they finished the 10th. Number 1, Princess Mission 4. Number 2, Off the Rails 2. The 3, Neighbor Lady 3. 4, Country Martini 5. The 5, Hang Tight Honey L, the winner. Number 6, Creating Dream 6. The time 2:03. 30 3/5, 102 4, 133 4. Top down 4, 2, 3, 5, 1, 6 on the bottom. 11th race is up next. Field of 6. Number 2, Lightning Frenzy will be driven by Kane Kaufman. Kane Kaufman driving the 2. Michael Richardson Jr. will drive the 5, Summer Getaway. Michael Richardson Jr., the 5, Summer Getaway. You have Win Place Show, Quinella, Exacta, and Trifecta on the 11th.
Free for All Trot is coming up next. Purse of $1,500. 6 established trotters will be going for that purse. We'll introduce you to those horses and talk a little bit about them and find out about Ashley's claim when we come back from these messages.
For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. Whether you raise crops, livestock, or own the family farm, CoverLink's farm insurance can be tailored to meet your needs. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigD'sWeb.com. Sign up for text messaging and receive $10 off your order. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us all night long. Day 1 of 2 in Hardin County in Kenton, Ohio. Race 11 of 15. Up next, our one and only free for all trot. Oh, we have a change.
Jason Beatty drive the 2 Lightning Frenzy.
Seriously?
King Kaufman drives the 3 Men About Chocolate.
Who does?
Michael Richardson Jr. will drive the 5 Summer Getaway.
And who's on the 2?
Jason Beatty the 2, King Kaufman the 3.
Jason Beatty the 2, King Kaufman the 3,
Got it.
Michael Richardson Jr. the 5. There is a couple of changes. Chris knows. Chris already caught. We must have a bug
We got a bug.
in our computer. We apologize. The graphics may not be correct. Again, for this one, it looks like, did you say they pulled up Lima, Chris? Yeah, so we will go through the whole field.
Yes.
It is a field of 6, so make sure you pay attention. But at the same time, head on over to harnessracingohio.com. The program is free and available for download, of course, as always, and you can take a look with us, especially with the graphics not being correct. There must be, what did I say earlier? Not a bug. I called it the correct.
A bug is fine.
there has to be some kind of fragment left over because these files have been deleted.
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand. And when I check the files, they're correct.
So
but for some reason, it's pulling something that isn't there.
Yeah.
So it's ghosting.
Well.
And it's 9/11, which should alarm all of us.
What?
It's only race 9 and 11.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh my God! Don't do that, dude.
Well, you have to think. I don't know a lot of people who might not see us out at the county fairs. Our setup is not a professional setup.
Oh, come
these,
on. Compared to,
these, I know.
excuse me.
Compared to Fox News, I know.
No, compared to Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Come on now. But this laptop, is the laptop fried, Chris? Do you think that might be half the problem?
No, I think it's this.
Anyway, we will not solve the world's problem tonight. We apologize. The graphs are not correct. Race 11 here at Kenton, Hardin County. Up next, this is the free-for-all trot. Field of 6, a full gate, and I am cut off by the bugle.
Horses are on the track, 11th race. Second division of the free-for-all trot, $1,500. Hardin County Fair, number 1, I See the Cupcake. With Sean Barker. Sean Barker, the second drives the 1. I See on the Cupcake. Number 2 is Lightning Frenzy, driven with Jason Beatty. 3, Mad About Chocolate, driven by King Kaufman. Number 4 is Duke of Lindy with driver David Justice. 5, Summer Getaway, Michael Richardson Jr. drives. Number 6, C.L. Piper's Peanut, Cameron McCown in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. We'll play Show Quinella, the exacta trifecta on the 11th race. Note the 1, Icing on the Cupcake is racing.
Icing on the Cupcake. Number 1, Jeff Neisinger for Ty Van Roden. Scott Rooks and Ty share ownership. Jajambro gelding out of the Master Levesque mare ML Cupcake. 23 starts this year. 1 win, 2 second-place finishes. Pretty good earnings of $16,000 for only being in the money 3 times out of 23 starts. Does have a mark early in the season of 158 at Miami Valley, and has not raced since Xenia on July 30th. And that was a 4th-place finish and a 4th-place finish at Washington Courthouse in the race before that.
Jason Beatty now on the 2, Lightning Frenzy for Dan O'Mara. This is a 7-year-old gelding by Don't You Forget It out of Stormy Valentine, an American winner mare. 26 seasonal starts with a single victory. Must have come quite a bit time ago, earlier in the year. I'm not seeing that on his lines. Last time out, though, at Greenville in the Signature Series, did have a 2nd-place finish back by a couple lengths behind my pal Sparky. So in good company there in 157-4 final quarter, 29-1, $16,000 made this year.
Change upon a change. Number 2, Lightning Frenzy.
Never mind.
Make the driver as programmed. Nice on.
So there, another change. We've had 4 changes on the driver of the 2. Jeff Neisonger is going to drive Lightning Frenzy. Finishing my thoughts there, 11 lifetime wins, $149,000 made in his career.
Number 3 is Mad About Chocolate. Cameron McCown on the bike, excuse me, for Courtney Macon, Marshall Macon, and Rebecca Glassford from down in Bell, Florida, share ownership. This is a big chocolate mare out of the Wenceslas mare Mad Cow Lisa. 8 starts this year, 4 third-place finishes. You can always tell when I've never seen the grandfather before, you know. $4,116 in earnings. Having some challenges, been racing in the non-winners of 2 at Scioto. It's a tough field, and hoping for better tonight. Had a 9th last time out at Scioto, a break at Northfield before that, a 2nd tier 9th start, which ended up with a 3rd-place finish, a pretty good mile at 2 minutes at Northfield back on July 16th.
Mike Downey owns and trains the 4, Duke of Lindy.
Kane.
1 minute.
Who's Kane?
Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, on the 3.
But our 4 horse, David Justice, in the bike of this 8-year-old gelding by Cantab Hall out of a Love You mare, Nashville Lindy. 34 seasonal starts, has hit the board a total of 9 times, a single win, and 6 second-place finishes. If we go back, though, 2 back at Burton in the free-for-all, was 3rd in 208-1. Lifetime mark was set a handful years ago at 3 years old, Philadelphia, 155-1, $143,000 made lifetime for Duke of Lindy.
Number 5, Summer Getaway. Michael Richardson Jr. on the bike for Kenneth Hurst. Leases this one out of Dayton. The Swan for All Mare from the Muscle Mess. Mare Sweet Summer, 5 starts this year, 1 second place finish, $693 in earnings. Just the 5 starts. Started back up at Lebanon on July 14th, and has not really gotten anything much accomplished, but hoping for better tonight.
And rounding out the field, CL Piper's Peanut, Cam McCowan. Right, that's who is going to drive.
Yes.
Okay, Cam McCowan on the 6th
yes.
For Courtney Macon. This is a Do Me That Again, a black gelding, just 5 years old. 2 seasonal wins and 23 tries. They came back to back at Scioto Downs in August. The time the faster mile in the second win in 156 and 1. $20,000 made this year, quite an improvement over last. $53,000 made lifetime. There you go. The field of 6 all on the gate. Free for all trotters. Purse of $1,500. Here is Doug Ballinger.
They're off and trotting, going right to the front. Lightning Frenzy from the inside. Icing on the cupcake. Racing on the outside as they race around the turn. CL Piper's Peanut coming out in 4th. Mad About Chocolate racing 5th. Into the turn. That is Duke of Lindy and the Yearly Trader as they head up the backside, going to the opening quarter. Summer Getaway, and up on the outside, CL Piper's Peanut, Cam McCowan. You got to back off now and get the 2-hole trip behind Lightning Frenzy. 3rd is Icing on the Cupcake. Mad About Chocolate next in 4th. Duke of Lindy and trailing the field, Summer Getaway. They trot the opening quarter, 29-3. Around the turn to the 3/8, Jeff Nicehunger with the lead with Lightning Frenzy by a length, and CL Piper's Peanut, Cam McCowan pressuring on the outside. Icing on the cupcake right there, 3rd, racing 4th, and moving to the outside. Mad About Chocolate, Duke of Lindy 5th. Summer Getaway trails the field. 4 in, 2 out at the half. Lightning Frenzy with the lead. CL Piper's Peanut up the inside. Mad About Chocolate moving to the outside. Halfway home in 1 minute and 2/5. Down the backside of the 3/4 they go. With the lead on the inside, Lightning Frenzy. CL Piper's Peanut still there on the outside. The long mile. Icing on the cupcake in the inside 3rd. Mad About Chocolate is 4th. Duke of Lindy is 5th. Summer Getaway trails the field. Across the backside of the 3/4 they trot. Lightning Frenzy has the lead. CL Piper's Peanut is 2nd. Icing on the cupcake is 3rd. Mad About Chocolate 4th. 3/4, 130 and 3/5. Around the far turn, Lightning Frenzy has the lead and has it by 2. CL Piper's Peanut is 2nd. Icing on the cupcake 3rd. Mad About Chocolate 4th. They're off the turn. They're on their way home. Lightning Frenzy has the lead. CL Piper's Peanut coming to the line. Lightning Frenzy, Jeff Nicehunger to take the open trot.
Who was on? What was 2 driving?
Mile
He was on the 1.
3/5.
2:01.3.
Pretty good.
2:01 and 3/5. Looks like we had multiple drivers wrong on that one. No one knew.
Did we?
Yeah, I think 2 Barker was actually on the 1 because Jeff did drive the 2 horse.
Right.
Is unofficial.
But anyway, we unofficial go 2-6-4-1, 2:01 and 3. Lightning Frenzy was actually scratched last go out.
Yep.
At Hoosier Park, was supposed to be in non-winners of 2,500 last 4. Was late for the paddock.
That'll do it.
That will do it. Now that's not a scratch we see super often.
No.
But that's 2 now on the season. 12 wins lifetime for Lightning Frenzy. Maybe some of our viewers can confirm or deny.
Yes.
I think Lightning Frenzy, he's 7-year-old gelding. Remember, don't you forget it. It's about who he's by. I think this horse is I think he was a foal or a weanling. I can't remember. He was young.
Yeah.
He got struck by lightning in the field. I think
was
that's
his
him.
birth name Lightning Frenzy, or did they change it after he got hit?
I think he was so young he was probably unnamed. I don't know. We might be able to do some searching on USDA to see if he had a previous name. I cannot remember, but I know that there is a horse with lightning in his reins, but oh. Did we just? Oh, okay. Sorry. We lost sound to ourselves. I think this horse, though, did get hit.
Trot, sponsored by the Hardin County Fair, number 2, Lightning Frenzy. 7-year-old big on the side.
Is it that little light spot in the back left?
American winner mare, Strawberry Valentine.
Or those his balls hanging? I can't.
Daniel O'Mara of Greenville, Ohio, owned.
Oh.
Daniel O'Mara trains. Jeff Neisunger in the sulky. The mile 2:01 3/5. Like it by the Hardin County Fair. Number 1 icing on the Cupcake 4. Number 2 Lightning Frenzy, the winner. 3 Mad About Chocolate finished 5th. 4 Duke of Lindy 3. 5 Summer Getaway 6. 6 CL Piper's Peanut 2. 2:01 3/5. 29 3. A minute 2/5. 1:30 3/5. 4:15 3/6. 2 on the bottom. 12th race up in 12 minutes. Field is 7. Clifton Bell to drive number 4, CSLF Timel Prize. Clifton Bell, the 4, SLF Timel Prize. Rory Moore to drive the 5, Bank It. Rory Moore will drive number 5, Bank It.
So
I don't think a single horse that has been leading at the top of the stretch has been beat tonight.
No, I don't.
Right?
I think you're
I don't
right.
think anybody's
I
been
think
caught.
front end speed is really, really held up.
Yeah.
Lightning Frenzy. Ann Hildebrand texted me, confirmed
cool.
that was him. He was hit by lightning. I think he was still on his mommy's side. He was very young, regardless.
Wow.
And I have not seen the horse up close and personal. I just remember hearing about the story for now 5 years.
Sure.
That it exited his hind end. Like there's a scar. I think it's kind of small, considering that it was a lightning strike.
Oh my
But you can
gosh.
see where it exited. And he's been a nice horse, right? He's
Yeah.
made $150,000
Yeah.
in his career. He's only 7 years old, only been racing for 5 years, and I mean, considering.
Secretariat had a giant heart. This one had a lightning bolt.
Right.
Wherever you can
Something
get
like
the
that.
edge, you know.
And I want to give props to our 6 horse, CL Piper's Peanut. Ended up second. I didn't think the horse could finish like he did. He really, really held on. What a long mile for our 6 horse. They were battling to the front. Cam finally took the pocket and then popped out pretty quickly. That was a tough mile for that horse.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
2-6-4-1, official race number 12 of 14 up next. Russ Schwartz could possibly get, maybe should, I don't know if I should say that,
Yeah,
could
it's
possibly
okay.
get his 2,000th career win. Coming up next, second division of sophomore filly trotters. Join us shortly.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be one-half the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit ohha.com or call 614-221-3650.
We are back, and we're still in Kenton at the Hardin County Fair. Great program tonight, 14 races. We've got 3 left, and a 3/4 bright moon over the backstretch. An absolutely perfect late summer evening. Very comfortable environment here when we
Horses are on the track
yep.
for the 12th race.
But we are moving along. 3-year-old filly trotters. Let's go to Doug for the post parade for the 12th.
Sponsored by the Hardin County Fair, $7,016. Number 1, Long Tom's Treasure, Russell Swartz drives. 2, Spiritual Faith with Emmanuel Miller. 3, Whispering Breeze, driven by Jeff Nice-Sunger. 4, SLF Time of Prize, Clifton Bell. Roy Moore, the 5, Bank It. Number 6 is Madamel, Hank Levan. And out shortly will be the 7, Risky Hill. Jason Beatty to be in the sulky. Let's take one score and go to the gate.
Let's take a look at our 3-year-old filly trotters here in the 12th race. Number 1 is Long Tom's Treasure, Russell Schwartz, going for his 2000th career victory this evening. A Long Tom filly from the Big Victory mare BV's sister. Robert Lanowitz out of Allen Park, Michigan owns this one. 14 starts this year, 5 wins, 2 seconds, 1/3, just under $25,000 in earnings, and a mark of 154 2/5, coming off 3 wins in a row, 4 out of 6 and 5 out of 8. Number 2 is Spiritual Faith. Manny Miller for Chris Beaver, who owns, trains, shares ownership with Manny. This is Marcel filly from the Victory Sam mare, Betty's Sam. 15 starts this year, 3 wins, 4 seconds, 3 third-place finishes, 10 out of 15 in the money, $31,000 in earnings, a mark of 59 on a sloppy track at Northfield, and this one is coming off 2 wins in a row.
1 minute to post, just a minute.
Another one coming off a wire-to-wire win last time out at Findlay in 2:05 and 2:12 seasonal starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 1 third-place finish. $19,000 made this year alone. Took a mark earlier this year at Wilmington in 2 minutes, 4/5. Whispering Breeze.
Number 4, SLF, Time of Prize. Scott Ferguson trains, Jason Beatty in the bike. Doug and Gail Carson, Conover here in Ohio, own this one. Enterprise filly from the Angus Hall mare, Time All Elvira. 13 starts this year, looking for her first win. She does have a second and a third, and $5,600 in earnings. She's coming off of 2 breaks in a row at Lima and Greenville. Had a nice 4th place finish at Troy in the $12,000 race before that. Been getting some checks, but hasn't gotten close to the winner's circle yet.
5-horse, Bank It, Rory Moore, bred, owns, trains, drives. This break, the Bank K filly out of Ultra Perfect, a perfectly mare. 10 seasonal starts with 1 win. 9,300 was a winner, 2 back at Lima.
Madam L is the 6th. Hank Levan trains, drives, and owns. Marcel filly from the Donato Hanover mare, Leaping Lady. 17 starts, a win, 3 seconds, 5 thirds. just under $13,000 in earnings, a mark of 205 and 2 at Ottawa. Second, third in the last 4 races, really close at a 5th place finish before that with a break.
Risky Hill, Jason Beatty for Tyler Tench. This one's going to start from the second tier. What the Hill filly coming off of wire-to-wire win at Findlay. 202 and 3 final quarter up there. 29 flat, 8 seasonal starts, 2 wins, $28,000 made, lifetime $8,200 this year. There's your field of 7.
It's going to be a good race. There's some really competitive horses in here. Let's see how it goes.
They were off and trotting. Long Tom's Treasure sent right to the front. Spiritual Faith comes out in second. Whispering Breeze takes a tuck third. Bankit will race fourth into the turn 5th. Risky L from the second tier. Madam Ellen off strong. Long Tom's Treasure trailing the field. SLF Time Prize is ahead up the backside, going on over to the opening quarter. Spiritual Faith has the lead. Whispering Breeze right there second. Racing third. Bankit racing fourth. That's Risky Hill. Madam L is next in 5th, and Long Tom's Treasure after the miscue races 6th. Up the backside, SLF Time Prize trails the field. Opening quarter was trotted in 31 and 4/5. They race around the turn. Spiritual Faith with the lead. Whispering Breeze is second. Bankit racing to the inside. Moving on the outside, Long Tom's Treasure. Now 5th, now 4th, now 3rd on the outside. Madam Mel trailing the field. SLF Time Prize passing the stand for the first time. They come on over to the half. The leader, Spiritual Faith, racing on the outside. Second is Risky Hill. Trotting third, Whispering Breeze. Long Tom's Treasure fourth. Racing 5th, Bankit off a half and 103 and 2/5. Madam L moves to the outside and trailing the field. SLF Time Prize. Across the backside, off stride, Long Tom's Treasure. Down the backside, Spiritual Faith has the lead. Risky Hill second. Whispering Breeze is third. Bankit is fourth. Racing 5th. Long Tom's Treasure nearing the 3/4 mark. They're into the far turn. Spiritual Faith has the lead. 3/4, 134. Whispering Breeze to the inside. Bankit, the outside, Madam L. Coming to the top of the stretch and on the front end, it's still Spiritual Faith off stride. Whispering Breeze. Spiritual Faith with the lead. Whispering Breeze is off stride. Moving on the outside, Risky Hill coming to the line. Inside, Spiritual Faith, Risky Hill. Bankit home third. Mile 203, 3/5.
Wow. Home in a minute in the 5th, 2:756 unofficially across the wire. Spiritual Faith, Manny Miller, 3rd win in a row for this one out of the Chris Beaver barn. Chris and Manny share the ownership and the $3,500 that one just made. Pretty cool.
For Manny, is that
Second.
his first? Oh, I'm looking at trainers. Hold on, I'm looking at my trainer sheet.
I think he won one earlier.
I think he did. He did. He's going to double up
Yep.
on the night. Chris Beaver, that's going to be his first training victory of the meet. But what a heartbreaker. Our one horse, she did not like that turn.
No.
You noticed it's
Yeah.
dark over there.
Yeah.
I don't know if her eyes. Right, she's a filly trotter.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a the track. We can talk about how beautiful it is out here, but you know when you get into night racing
dark.
and you have certain spots of the track that are really dark, and then when they get somewhere close to the light, and that's going to be shadows, and horses react to all kinds of stuff, especially when they're babies. You know, especially when they're young, like these guys are.
And she ran. It'd be one thing. I thought, you know, when Russ ran it around the first, I was like, you know, he just maybe some nerves, wanted to win,
Right.
whatever. But then she
Right.
ran that same spot again. She
Yep,
just did
same
not like
exact
it.
spot. No, she
and
did
she
not.
really doesn't make breaks. I guess she does show some back in early July in the Buckeye. It was pretty nasty, but that filly really doesn't do that.
No.
You know, this track just didn't agree with her. And before we even went behind the gate, it is dark. We both said that.
Yeah.
These there are track lights here, obviously, but they're just not the best.
Yeah. No, they're not. Manny is
Second
the
edition
winner's
3-year-old
circle.
filly trot for $7,016 blanket of the Hardin County Fair. Number 2, Spiritual Faith.
Chris, are we off?
3-year-old Bay Filly by Marseille out of the Victory Sam mare, Betty Sam. Chris Beaver, Manuel Miller, Delaware, Ohio. Chris Beaver trains Manny Miller in the Saki, his second winning drive of the evening, Langham of the Hardin County Fair. Number 1, Long Tom's Treasure 5, 2, Spiritual Faith, the winner. 3, Whispering Breeze finished 6th. The 4, SLF Time Prize 7. Number 5, Bank It 3. 6, Madam L finished 4th, and number 7, Risky Hill was 2nd. The winning time 2:03 3/5. 31 and 4 for the quarter. The half 1:03 and 2. 3/4 1:34. 5 1 6 7 3 4. 2 on the bottom. 13th is up next. Field of 7.
He got driver standings for the fairs. Pretty impressive.
How many did he have coming in tonight?
He had 68.
68, and
yeah.
so he's at least at 70 victories
yeah.
now.
4 Burning
Yep.
Soul. Alex Hawk the 4. Emmanuel Miller the 5.
Alex on the 4, Manny on the 5. Okay.
The penultimate, race 13 of
Penultimate.
14, up
Get your
next.
daily double tickets in.
Do they have a late daily double?
I think they do.
Guess we'll see. You got time.
I'm not
Go to the
going.
windows.
Nope. Oh, you know
but
what?
you're
I am going to go
positive.
to the windows.
Okay.
I am going to go to the windows.
You got some cash to.
I just want to see how I did, yeah.
Up next, we have the second division and the final division of these 3-year-old filly pacer, $7,219. Nice field of 7. Join me back here in just a moment.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
I think we are mostly out already for the 13th, a field of 7, so we will have a trailer. Second division of 3-year-old filly pacers. First division went in 1:57.4, the fastest mile, of course, of the night. We're going to expect that out of our 3-year-old filly pacers, right? But We'll see what this group can get done. They're pretty accomplished as well. I won't go into them quite yet because I think we are, there we go. I think we are gathering for the post parade.
Horses are on the track for the 13th race. The second division of the 3-year-old filly pace for $7,219. Like it for the Hardin County Fair. Number 1, Fuddy Duddy, with driver Roy Wilson. Number 2, Aruba Cat, Michael Richardson Jr. drives. Number 3 is My Girl Lizzie, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 4, Burning Soul, the driver Alex Hawk. The 5, Spinal Cracker, driven by Manuel Miller. Number 6 is Sweetens Cove, with driver Pierce Henry. And number 7, Better Be My Way, Hank Levan in her sulky. Horse would take one score and go to the gate when play show, Quinella, Exactin Trifecta on the 13th. They'll be at the gate in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes to give you 7 horses.
Hey, I got some great news. I
You
just got a
do?
text from my brother. Told me if he wins the Powerball tonight, he's going to give me 20 mil. It's enough. It's enough to buy a farm and about 4 horses at the sale in Lexington. That's all I want.
And then lose it all. Yep,
That's
you're right.
all I
You're
want.
right.
That's it.
A field of 7 for the penultimate, $7,219. Fuddy Duddy on the rail. Roy Wilson, Tommy Jones. This is a Fear the Dragon filly, owned by Jones and, what does it say, Trotter J. Jarmbo of Germantown, Ohio. 21 seasonal starts, 3 wins, 1 second, 5 third place finishes. 3 back was a winner at Greenville, 202 flat. Last go was at Scioto Downs. We did miss the money, but still went 155 and won. $17,000 made this year. Quite an improvement over last.
Number 2 is Aruba Cat. Michael Richardson Jr. trains, drives, and owns. This is a well-said filly from the Dream Away mare, Monochromatic. 7 starts this year, nothing in the money so far. Had a second-tier start at Findlay last week with a 5th-place finish. Also a 5th at Troy before that. Has had a couple of braking issues. Probably just looking for this one to get it together a little bit.
My Girl Lizzie, Jeff Nicesonger for Brian Jones. Mandy Jones of Greenville does own this well-said filly. $18,000 on the year with 3 wins and 14 tries. Took a lifetime mic earlier this year and 154 and 3 at Scioto. Was second last time out at Findlay.
Number 4 is Burning Soul. Jeff Nicesonger for Dan O'Mara. Marjorie Polhemus owns this one. I catch the Fire filly from the Misfit mare. The shoe fits. 15 starts, looking for a win. 4 seconds and 2/3.
It looks like Dalton Walls is going to train the 5. This must be a new one in his stable. Spinal Cracker. Manny Miller was a winner last time out at Findlay.
Number 6, Sweetens Cove. Pierce Henry for Robert Brooks. 17 starts, looking for a win.
Hank Levan for Mark Clark. Better Be My Way, starting from the 2nd tier. 3rd last time out at Findlay. Here
Let's
we
go
go.
to Doug for the call. 13th, 3-year-old filly pace. And they're off.
Then pacing, My Girl Lizzie goes right to the front. On the outside, field of pacers moving to the turn. Burning Soul racing on the inside. Fuddy Duddy comes out in 3rd. Racing 4th, that's Aruba Cat in the outside 5th. Spinal Cracker racing 6th. Sweetens Cove as they head up the backside. Going on over to the opening quarter and up on the outside. My Girl Lizzie, Jeff Nicesonger have the lead. Burning Soul gets the 2-hole trip. Fuddy Duddy 3rd. Spinal Cracker 4th. Racing 5th, Aruba Cat across the backside. Sweetens Cove by the opening quarter. 29 and 2. Around the turn, trailing the field. Better Be My Way. Straight alignment at the 3/8 mark. My Girl Lizzie by 2. Burning Soul 2nd. 3rd, Fuddy Duddy. 4th is Spinal Cracker. Racing 5th, Ruba Cat. Moving to the outside. Sweeten goes from 6th. And Better Be My Way. Way back. Trails the field. Coming on over to the half. They're all chasing. My Girl Lizzie to the half. Up the inside. Burning Soul 2nd. They're halfway home. They're into the turn. Off a half and 101 and a 5th. My Girl Lizzie has the lead and has it by a length. Coming at her on the outside, Spinal Cracker second. Racing third, Burning Soul. Racing fourth, Fuddy Duddy across the backside. Aruba Cat fifth, moving to the outside. Sweet and Go sixth. Better Be My Way trails the field on the 3/4. My Girl Lizzie with the lead on the outside. As he races into the turn, Spinal Cracker at the 3/4 mark, moving to the outside. Burning Soul, 3/4 and 1:30 and 1. Fuddy Duddy the inside will move to the outside. Sweet and Goes fifth on the outside, around the far turn, up on the outside. Got a new leader, Spinal Crackers grabbed the lead. My Girl Lizzie, they're off the turn, they're off. Spinal Cracker, My Girl Lizzie coming to the line, on the line. Spinal Cracker may have got there in time. Closing late, Fuddy Duddy up the inside. The mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Two minutes and 3/5. Manny Miller. The nice catch drive there for Spinal Cracker. Dalton Walls.
That's just the second start under Dalton. Was a winner both times out. Must have been a private purchase. Spinal Cracker was originally bred by Carl Howard. And if I remember correctly, when this horse was with Jeff Nysonger throughout the 2-year-old and most of the 3-year-old year, Carl did own Spinal Cracker, so I'm assuming that was just private purchase.
Got it. Good mile, 2 minutes and 3/5.
Good investment already, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
An official 5-1-3-4 is how I have them crossing the wire.
Me too.
I'm a little bit off of it. For Manny, that is 3 wins now?
I believe that's his third.
Was that a back-to-back too?
Yeah.
Not a bad day to be
No,
Manny Miller.
No. The legend, his friends call him.
The legend?
The legend.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the legend. Manny Miller.
Do you know Manny very well?
Not very well. I met Manny last year. Chris Beaver sent some horses down to the Kentucky Proud Series for the first time. So Manny was down there a little bit, and that's where we first met. And I've interviewed him a couple of times down for KHHA. And I follow him. You know, I'm happy when he does good, but I don't know a lot about him historically.
That was going to be my question. Well, I'm going to get cut off by Doug.
Again? So rude.
Number 5, Spinal Cracker. The 3-year-old Bay filly with Rocket Amadeus. Out of the Pet Rock Mare, Rocket Keena. Owned by Adam Freeland, Brooklyn, New York. Dalton Walls trains. Manuel Miller in the sulky. Pacing a mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. This race sponsored by the Hardin County Fair. Results are official. Number 1, Fuddy Duddy, 2. Number 2, Aruba Cat, 6. Number 3, My Girl Lizzie, 3. The 4, Burning Soul, 4. Number 5, Spinal Cracker, the winner. Number 6, Sweetens Cove, 5. And the 7, Better Be My Way, 7. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. The quarter was paced in 29 and 2. The half, 101 and 1/5. 3/4, 130 and 1/5. Top down, 263, 4157 on the bottom. 14th and final, coming up in about 10 minutes. A field of 8.
I'm going to say, do you have any changes?
Not yet.
No, I'm going to say, I'm kind of surprised if we don't have any changes at all.
We'll see if we can predict any based on previous
Cam's
changes.
Cam's listed on 2, so we'll see who he drives.
Yeah.
Number 3, Big Daddy Ralph, will be driven by Courtney Macon.
Oh.
Courtney?
Macon.
Courtney Macon is going to drive her own training in the 3-horse.
Big Daddy Ralph. Here's Henry to drive the 4. Sweet Roll. Whip show.
So there we go. Just a couple of changes for
Asked and answered.
the 14th and final. The second division of the free-for-all pace. There are some nice animals in this one. Join us back here shortly.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Wallner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio. For over 100 years, the values at CoverLink Insurance have been clear. Do the right thing. These values have been at the forefront of what we do, and that will never change. At CoverLink Insurance, you're a person, not a policy. We're here to get you the right coverage: home, auto, business, and farm. CoverLink covers you, your family, and your business. Trusted advice and solutions to protect what matters most. Great service from great people. CoverLink Insurance.
We're good?
You need something? Nothing. Nothing. We're just 14 races into this program
Yeah.
now.
Are we back?
We are back. We're live.
Okay,
We got to
Ashley,
stop messing around.
Talk about the horse
time.
you claimed.
Oh.
Please.
I forgot about that already.
I did
So
not.
it's really not that exciting.
Well, sure it is.
It's not that. So I originally had my eye on a couple on gate. I thought I was going to get a filly trotter from Michigan.
Okay.
Because she looked like she had a ton of potential. She just needed fixed, right? And didn't get that one. And then I worked with Jasmine Arnold at Van Wert on the
Okay.
first night of Van Wert. And she had a horse in a 6-claimer. She goes, Warner's in tonight. I said, what? Rose One Warner was a horse that started under my mom. We had him from 2020 to 2024. So he's only been out of the barn about a year and a half.
Okay.
And made a lot of money for us. He was Sire Stake horse, BSS horse. He did the thing. We bought him for like $8,000 as a yearling. He's
And made a bunch.
He's made of some obviously outside of our stable. He's made 175.
Oh my gosh.
And he's got a mark in 51. And we got rid of him when he was, I think they got him from us when he was like a 10 or 12.5 claimer. Dropped him down to 6. I actually wanted the horses. I want to put him under saddle at some point because he's a big, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But we got him. We got him.
Congratulations.
Here's the post parade. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Second division free-for-all pace, sponsored by Hardin County Fair. Number 1, Q Cobra Jet, the driver David Justice. Number 2, Western Ready, Conley Newberry drives. Number 3, Big Daddy Ralph with Courtney Macon. 4, Sweet Roll, Pierce Henry up. 5, I'm a Chick Magnet, driven by Jeff Nicesonger. Number 6 is Skyway Checkmate, Cameron McCown. Second tier start for the 7, Skipping Stone, Alan Willems. Second tier start for the 8, Silly Rock, Jason Beatty in the sulky. Horse would take 1 score and go to the gate. Win place show, Quinella Exacta. Trifecta wagering, 3 minutes to post, 3 minutes.
14 races can be a long night, but we did a good job tonight. We thank the judges, Doug, for moving things along for us nicely. What time is it?
9:15 maybe?
No, that's not bad at all.
9:16 right now.
Not bad at all. After you, my friend.
Q Cobra Jet on the rail. David Justice for Hank Levan, a 13-year-old gelding by Jeremy's Jet, owned out of London, Ohio. Only one win on this season in 28 tries, but has still hit the board an additional 10 times. Last time out in the free-for-all, Richwood was third in 158-2, final quarter 29-3, $102,000 made. A lifetime a handful of years ago. 6 years old at Scioto Downs in 151-4.
Number 2 is Western Ready. Conley Newberry in the bike for Scott Ferguson. Toop Stable out of New Carlisle. The owner of this Western vintage gelding out of the $1 million cam mare My Marie. 9 starts, a win, 2 third-place finishes, $1,800 in earnings, and a mark of 57-2 at Greenville. 4th, 1st, and 3rd last 3 times out.
Big Daddy Ralph, Courtney Macon, trains and drives, also owns a 6-year-old gelding by Rockin' Amadeus. Last time out at Scioto Downs, had a second, 151-4. So this thing can still go. Time before that at Lyman, the Ladies Series, Courtney did drive, had a 2nd place finish there. Still looking for the first seasonal win, but $98,000 made lifetime.
Nice. Number 4, Sweet Roll. Pierce Henry in the bike for Randy Smith. Jessica Smith, 14 starts, a 2nd place finish, $2,400 in earnings season to date.
Jeff Nysaunger and Dan O'Mara on the 5. I'm a Chick Magnet, 2nd last time out, and then overnight at Greenville in 158-4.
Skyway Checkmate Cam McCown for Court McMakin. Randy Bond owns 15 starts, looking for a win.
Alan Willems and Brian Georges for the 7. Skipping Stone, an 8-year-old gelding by Pet Rock, was a winner in the Signature Series at Findlay, 159-4.
And number 8, Silly Rock. Jason Beatty for Bobby Joe Brewer, 22 starts, 1 win, 2 seconds, 3 thirds. Doug Ballinger will be calling our 14th and
They're up and pacing, going right out to the front and up the inside. Q Cobra Jet as they race around the turn, going on over to the opening 8th and on the outside. Grab the lead. Big Daddy Ralph down the backside they go. Big Daddy Ralph on the front end. Q Cobra Jet will get that 2-hole trip. Western Ready right behind those 2 leaders in 3rd. Sweet Roll races 4th. Racing 5th across the backside. Going to the opening quarter is Skipping Stone and hung on the outside as they race by the opening quarter and move into the turn is I'm a Chick Magnet. Opening quarter 29 2/5. Moving to the outside, racing 6th around the turn. Silly Rock, Skipping Stone on the inside. On over to the 3/8 they go. Big Daddy Ralph on the front end. On the outside, Q Cobra Jet 2nd. 3rd, Western Ready. Hung on the outside and moving up forward on the outside. I'm a Chick Magnet and Jeff Nysaunger passing the stands first time. We got 4 in. We got 4 out. They're halfway home. They're on their way to the 5/8. Big Daddy Ralph on the inside. Q Cobra Jet on the outside. Halfway home, 59-4. Racing 3rd as they race around the turn. Western Ready. Racing 4, Sweet Roll. I'm a Chip Magnet is 5th. 6th is Skipping Stone. 7th on the outside is Silly Rock. And trailing the field, Skyway Checkmate across the backside to the 3/4. Big Daddy Ralph on the inside. Racing on the outside as they race into the turn. That's Q Cobra Jet. They're going out onto the front end, and they're coming from everywhere. They're into the far turn at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 130 3/5. Around the far turn, they come to the top of the stretch, and leading the way, Big Daddy Ralph. 3 wide on the outside is Silly Rock with less than an 1/8 of a mile to pace. Big Daddy Ralph. 3 of them across the track. 4 of them across the track. You call it a photo for win. Two minutes, 3/5.
Not know.
Photo all the way.
Yeah, I would say so.
I think, what is it, between the 3, 2, and 6?
3, 2, and 6 sounds right.
I kind of hope Courtney got up, though.
She might have.
Big Daddy Ralph was the only lady, was the only lady driver.
Cam was 14-1 on the far outside.
Man, were they all coming. That
They
was
were.
the best race of the night.
That was
it really
the best
was.
race of the night, yeah.
Such a full field like that, especially on these little half miles. Like I know, Delaware's a half mile, Northfield's a half mile, but they look a whole lot different than these fair tracks. And when you see that many horses out here, it's how in the world.
5 wide turning for home out there. That was crazy cool. Wow, what a great way to end the program.
Really?
Huh?
2 minutes and
awesome.
3/5. We do not know the winner. I almost thought the 3 got or stayed up. I don't know, though.
Well, we're a little behind it, right?
We are.
Yeah, don't have the best angle from where we are here when it's that close amongst 3 horses. None of them would surprise me when he calls it.
So I think, though, it's between the 3, 2, and 6. They were all right there.
Yeah.
They really were. Courtney Macon, though, well, she did drive the 3, but she trains both the 3 and the 6.
And the 6, yeah.
So that's going to be a nice
She's
payday
going to get
for her.
a couple of checks, yeah.
Does she train out of here? I need to figure that out because
not
somebody said,
sure.
"Oh yeah, Courtney trains here." I'm like, "Okay, I don't, but I need." 6-2-3. So I had it backwards. I put 3-2-6.
Yep.
So I think 3-2-6, 6-2-3.
6-2-3. Cam McCown with a $30 horse to close out the night.
Randall Bond, Cartersville, Ohio. Courtney Macon trains. 4-year-old Mago to the son of Check 6 out of the Art Major Mare. City site. Cameron McCown gets his second winning drive of the evening. While 2 minutes, 3/5. Number 1, Q Cobra Jet 6. 2 Western Ready 2. The 3 Big Daddy Route 3. 4 Sweet Roll 5. The 5 I'm a Chick Magnet 8. 6 Skyway Checkmate the winner. 7 Skipping Stone 7. And number 8 Silly Rock 4. Top of the mile 2 minutes 3/5. 29 and 2. 59 and 4. 129 and 3. 6-2-3. 5-8-1-7. 4 on the bottom. That wraps it up for Wednesday here at the Hardin County Fair. 11 race tomorrow evening, post time at 6.
There we go. Doug letting us know. Make sure you join Michael and I back here tomorrow, 6 p.m. A few less races, but still 11 to come.
11 to come. We'll be honored to have you. We thank you for joining us on this beautiful night here at the Hardin County Fair in Kenton, Ohio. We hope you can join us tomorrow as well. Originally, they were calling for some rain tomorrow, but according to the most recent forecast, it's going to be in the morning and it's going to be sunny. And when you come back tomorrow night, I'm staying up here because I've got business up in this part of the state tomorrow. Got some business. But when you come tomorrow night, jeans and sweatshirts are in order. It will be in the 50s at this time tomorrow evening.
Well, make sure you join us back here. We appreciate you hanging out with us all night. I think we're the only game in town tomorrow as well. So
we are.
All of us at OHHA, have a great evening. We hope to see you at a racetrack real soon.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.